Slash coming through despite starting in the losers bracket. Got a lot of momentum and feeling very good about being in this top 8, right? He was able to overcome a player he hadn't been able to defeat in 3 years in Barracks to get into this position in the first place. So you know.
Oh, dude, I gotta stop the stream and then restart it.
Definitely, I think a crowd favorite had a really deep run, obviously.
I don't have to, but I should.
Excited to see how he does up on the stage.
Right,
let's take a look at his opponent. Second solo player here in the top 8, of course. And I saw, as you mentioned earlier, 10 and Slash knowing that this is going to be the matchup. Some gaming going on, some prep work, of course. I think one that's Slash probably very comfortable with. I think he's really good at playing around this kind of matchup. And I think, like, fighting around...
Hey, what's going on, Jam? Yeah, dude, I'm streaming.
Pretty comfortable with, you know?
I'm a little late today.
I
was building a computer.
Representing in mid-range. Her buttons are great. She has
Frost Man, dude, is that my... I gotta watch the... Dude, you better hurry up and watch him, man. We got Slash versus Tatuma. Dude, is that Frost Man? My... Yeah, I'll be around for a little bit. Is that Frost Man? My Smash GOAT? Is that OG? My Smash training partner?
And it's excelled at that as a player. So the excelled at that as a player. So the Tuma, a player, and
what's going on, everyone?
It's gonna be a bit more.
How's you guys this Sunday?
Like 10A is definitely gonna be playing.
And not really training partner. It was just I didn't know what else to call him. Getting ass beat partner. Smash train. I didn't know what else to say. We were just getting our asses kicked by Frosty. Yes, the corn main. Big corn main. Why do you put quotations? Was that actually his tertiary? We didn't even get to his secondary and his primary.
Yeah, exactly. And the other thing too is like Slash so comfortable in this match.
Bro's actually BM.
Like not a lot of main players on this level, just on the planet, right? Like this is a character that's very hard to find. I think about this way with a few of the characters in the game. We just talked about it with Dara as well, right? Where the advantage of being on a character that's not represented as much as this.
I think he can talk. He is. After the ass beatings he was giving out. Might just be the main now. My actual. What are your actual characters? Dude, you're. I don't know. I don't want to take anything away from you, but I've never. I mean, I never really played against a corn before, other than like Silver's corn, but that's not really doing much. The spacing and positioning you had. Bro was looking like he was cleaning up his locals. Dark Pit and Byleth? Yeah, you gotta just... You gotta make those your secondaries, man. You gotta make them your secondaries at this point. How's the audio, by the way? Can you guys hear the game?
I think it was Incross actually that put out that whole tournament so far where first
I had to bust out the DK. So DK is my best character. DK is the character I have most fun with. DK is my my character that like if I'm trying hard, I'm gonna pick DK. And then my every other heavy is like my secondary. But when the DK wasn't working, I was like, yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's over. This man got it. I had to give it up at that point.
Yeah, and it's gonna be an explosive matchup. These two characters very high.
But yeah, how was everyone? Hope you guys had a good weekend. That is an ugly.
Does have obviously a DP, but if it gets baited, it can be a bad time. So something you have to watch out for. And Slash willing to play passive around it. Same thing can be said.
Hope you guys had a good Sunday. Watching some Arc World Tour.
Represents like system mechanics and her 4-frame button, so you got to be very careful about that. Oh, big catch here. Fafner taking the RC, can take the wall break here, which is what he does.
Yes, indeed. Your brain has become a crystal ball, huh? That was a clean DP call out.
I mean, it's just you
I
gotta
always
do
get
it
surprised at how much
sometimes.
damage
You
you
have to
can do in
represent
this game.
that mindset there, so I think it
Or is it
makes
just certain
sense to go
characters?
for it.
That was a super sick instant block on the Dolphin as well. Kept them close, so the RPS favored Tatuma, and Soul gets the throw and gets the OTG for the
Well,
kill.
if it's like certain, I think it's counter hits. The counter hits in this game do so much damage.
Safe, and then if not, he gets the combo anywhere there. So something we've seen him do a lot of success with this weekend.
Bandit
And
revolver.
that's the reason why Fuzzy jumping out so strong and makes it very scary to commit to sometimes.
Oh my goodness, into the counter hit starter. You already know the life is gonna melt before your eyes. Battle Orca, hardened by war.
Damn.
Mixed time now in the front, tapped us, nicely blocked. And you can
This
see
soul
the
color is
close
so
recover
ugly.
while the TP is coming out during the slowdown.
Oh my goodness, bro, that's tough. That is super heartbreaking for Tatuma.
Taking the command grab, pushes to the wall here with that dash 5P combo, and that's the break.
Now what's Slash gonna do on the other end here? Was swinging in case Tatuma felt frisky, and then whip punishing the 6P attempt with a slide. Oh, Dolphin right back in. You thought the pressure was over. What a
Whoa.
counter poke.
Yeah, didn't get the third close slash there. So, oh, what a throw.
Oh,
being
punching.
by. Slash took so much
What is
damage
that?
on that.
I don't know any
One whip throw.
I don't know anything
Very
about this
winnable
game.
round, and how you burst here is so important.
All I know is that Leffen is the GOAT of GOT gear.
And Tatuma was just not respecting the burst at all. Just said, I'm going to do my combo no matter what. This could be a wall break if there's no burst. And there it is. One hit apiece here. Meter for Soul. Catches the Bandit Revolver and takes the OTG.
The revolver, bro. What's that shoe Soul wear? That hit May at the very tip of the boot.
I
Big
cannot
break.
believe it. How did Bandit Revolver even hit? That's like half screen away.
What? The big boot, bro. May swinging into it. And now already a burst out from Slash again. Again, so important for these players not to give the
Dude,
other
he
momentum.
just-
And of course,
There's a couple. Sin had a move.
Yeah, taking the RC
Had a move that's like that too, where it looks like you can't. You just have to take it.
Really good spot to be here. You just wait for the meter to come up, and then you can send it with 50. And then you see the patience waiting.
yeah, I love this. Both players after the stage transition when it hasn't been
You just have to, like,
a hard
hold it.
knockdown. Definitely been playing a bit more timid. And Tatuma running away with this round.
Damn.
Yeah, and just getting that
Is that a
auto
perfect?
wall stick HVV there is brutal. It's been so much damage with a positive bonus buff. And having RC for those confirms, Fafner RC into whatever you want afterwards.
Indeed.
Otsugeki.
Pushing the limits here. Trying to trap Slash in this corner. You see the FDs come out, the IVs, anything to relieve some of this pressure, and does so.
Wow, what a whip punish. The
my.
matchup knowledge on that 5K6
Oh my
aims right there. No,
God.
doesn't get the break on that.
I mean, Slash has the corner. You see the dash blocks right there, and then the dash pull up with the S.
Trying to find something. This could be a dash. Oh, misses the air.
Was that a Roman cancel?
Moving too quick.
And RC is available here. That's why he goes for the throw. Clean hit VV, and this is going to be wall break, one guess away.
So good. The risk gauge was really cranked there as well, which made
Is
up
Soul
for
still
the
a monster in this
operation
game?
on the scale throw. Super simple. I love the calculations. And the quick
Damn.
RC low after showing him the Bandit Revolver first hit. Man, this Soul is like going off.
Yeah, he's fine.
It's looking like a
Just really
Tatuma
showing
sweep.
good matchup knowledge in a lot of these scenarios against Slash as well.
Let's go
The
Tatuma.
whip punishes and the back dashes. The Totsugeki chant in the crowd.
Yeah, even penetrating through Slash's headphones, you can see the smile from the
I like the
crowd.
two dads in the
Let
front,
outside
Mario
to
and
play a little bit more
his
loose.
landlord.
Started with Dolphin. Here in the
Whose
crowd, he's
dads
like,
are
"All right, I'll
those?"
try it." It's like actual backseating. He's like, all right, I'll try. Why? No, why not?
The IRL Twitch chat, baby, Slash, listening to him. But much like
Bro,
when you're
look
at
at that.
home, I don't know if they're giving you the best advice.
No, I like it. Dashing in. Oh, big counter hit starter here. Could be the wall on this. Going for setup here. Oh, air dash
Oh, put
missed,
this
and
over
now
the
in the
corner.
corner, and now going to be the break here. And I don't imagine we'll see a burst.
Yeah, I don't think so. Gonna save the heroism for another time. The Tyrant Rave puts him on life support. Tatuma looking to close it out, and even with the FD, Dust still manages to connect.
Was this game of chip damage?
Blocking that
Or
would've
was
been
that
big.
just,
Slash had
did he
meter,
actually hit
and,
it?
You know, he couldn't keep it safe with anything, but
No, it was like
he's
chip
barely
damage.
reaching there too.
Yeah.
Stringing them up, wild throws, a lot of risk still on there. Oh man, very, very scary. Oh, and anti-air so scary. Jump H whip, Slash patient to try to get
Yeah,
out of
that was
the
like the
corner.
last
Double dolphins.
tip of Totsugeki.
Cranking the wrist gauge, and again, look at this. Oh my,
Help! It's red.
oh, you're in the wrong neighborhood, fam.
Dude, look at that.
One hit
That
now
move
is
is.
death for Slash.
That
Very
move seems
scary
cheap
burst
as hell.
available. Gotta so careful. Goldberg's blocked.
Like he just has to hold it.
And doesn't get the positive bonus either because it was all blocked up. Oh man, these instant blocks on the Totsugekis as well.
Oh, and Gunflame cancel not challenged, but Slash with an opportunity now. OTG Dolphin 16, a backdash with punish again.
That hit?
Punish on the wild throw.
I'm surprised that it is.
Take advantage of Tuma defense. He looked for the throw, but
Oh,
Tuma
it's
finds
over.
the hit here.
It's over.
He's gonna be able to get the wall.
Wrap him
flat.
up.
Will it be enough? The Japanese
To
Nuts
Tuma.
cannot save May at the Tuma. Convincing performance, 3-0 into losers quarters.
Yeah, very
That's
nice.
my GOAT, Soul, baby. Soul bad guy.
Situational awareness,
The
like
bad guy.
backdashing 5K into 6H and whip punishing so consistently.
I gotta put my socks on.
Was really sharp and prepared in the matchup.
Dude, you missed. Tatuma blasted Slash his ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Showed him how to play.
Usually see Slash make opponents uncomfortable, right? Which is how
The
in your face he can be. The
Galleon?
he makes when it comes to the neutral and
Gaon?
the of him. A lot of the time,
Dude, I did see the Venom trailer. I was like building. So today I was building my computer. My other computer.
The whole time. Newell was coming
And,
when he got put into block strings. He was able to navigate effectively. Just incredible performance, both offense.
Oh, I put on the. I saw that this was happening. Where's my guac? And I saw Galleon. Is that what they call him in Japanese? Who's Galleon? But yeah, I saw the Venom trailer. No, that's Venom. Who's Galleon? Is that a different character?
Hopefully, you've been enjoying our top 8 action. That's 4 matches so far. I owe some people some guac, so we're going to take a very quick break, and we'll be back with more Guilty Gear Strive.
CJM giving out the guac? Oh, this is, No, I didn't see this. It looks like a nice woman.
Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising.
Wait, that's it? Are they? Epic trailer? Dude, I love Ara mommies who have their eyes closed. It just does something to me, man. Are we watching this anime? Why is it so quiet? It's just a teaser to show the character in the game. She also speaks in single words. Is that Attack on Titan? How? Am I bleeding? Kasan! Is this actually the anime? The anime looks pretty good. They showed the first episode of this anime. How is it? I gotta watch it, dude. It actually looks really good. I like the 3D and the 2D. I don't know why it's so quiet though. Who's the main character? Sin? It looks like Sin's the main character. I heard the pacing was weird. Sin and Unica. I like that they made a whole anime just to push the new character that they're releasing. That's pretty great. The Dual Rulers. Yeah, so I saw the Venom trailer. He looks kind of cool. I saw Robokai too, but I wasn't really paying attention to it honestly. I didn't see Galleon, but she looks nice. I might have to play. Robokai's a little guy now. Yeah, he's like. Oh look, there you go. Oh, what is he, like his support agent? He just hovers in the back. Why is it so quiet? It is actually quiet. Venom may have... He doesn't have his titties out! Man, they nerfed Venom. He's just ahead now. The audio mixing on the stream sucks. It was good. It was good at least when the. I guess it doesn't really matter if you have your ads. If your ads are where everything is bad, as long as the presentation of the stream is good. Dude, he helps out. For the video stuff. What season is Guilty Gear on right now? Oh my god. What's his name? Is his name Eddie? Eddie mentioned. Season 4? Oh, his name isn't Eddie. Eddie's the name of his shadow thing or whatever. What is his name? My favorite Guilty Gear. Zato. Yeah, he's a sick name. Yeah, Zato. I like that they showed Zato. They didn't show him getting his ass beat though, because he was already the worst in the game. So we're in the middle of season 4. He comes out tomorrow. Dude, is that Mr. Cubes? Dude, we might have to boot up some Guilty Gear. Mr. Naruto Smile himself. Boot up Grand Blue? Okay, I thought I was going crazy, but when I was building my computer, I had this on in the background. But I was like, I think it was like 30 minutes before the stream actually started. And like the audio was really good for like 2 songs, and then it went super quiet. And I just thought my like iPad audio was like really quiet. They're putting DLC on the free character. Boot up some Marvel. Dude, I want to play MVC3, man. I was gonna get Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Dude, it's on sale. Should I get it? I thought he had webcam off. Shut up. I wish you could buy characters, man. If you could buy characters, I would legit just buy 2B and Sandy. I'm a huge Sandy fan. Because I don't want to get the whole game, but... Yeah, they got 2B. 2B's in like every game possible. Let's get ETH on it. Bro, I can't even get ETH on like anything. Alright, we might have to boot up Grand Blue again. He means currency. Oh. Freaking Ethereum. Trying to make some crypto off of 2B players. I saw Beatrix though. She looked kind of nice. But now Lucilius, this is a Joey character I've ever seen one. Bro, what is this ass song playing, man? She got second at Arc World Tour. Sorry, I was like thinking really hard what AWT was. Yeah, money matches have evolved. You gotta put your crypto on one. Yeah, I heard Beatrix is a gorilla. This guy looks so cool. I bet this guy won the major. Or this guy won Arc World 2. Dude, it's... That's not... what is her name? That's my go. I only know Narmaya. Anila? I think it's Anila. Kiedo. What the hell? Oh. Ooh. That was awesome. Too many fighting games? Dude, I feel you, man. I downloaded Tekken and I played like 20 minutes of it and I'm like, okay, I can't learn this game again. Let's just hop back on Street Fighter. Honestly, I mean... Dude, I was saying it's so hard to like... Dude, Third Strike, I'm down, man. My Alex, about to bring the Alex out the closet again. Dude, your Oro, those were the grudge matches. The Oro versus the Alex.
Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you've been enjoying all of our action so far. We're back here with top 8. Our players are already on the stage. We're going to be doing
But yes,
side of the bracket.
fighting games are... Unless you're like molded in fighting games, you stop playing for a while, it's just over. We're like an ass beating, and I wasn't doing the beating. Dude, I was beating my own ass. Look, man, I just got the grappler blood in, you know?
Of course, our winners finals is nailed down with Red Ditto and Rang. Gonna be duking out.
I just got the grappler blood in.
The grand finals winner side, of course, but we got losers action to take care of first.
You gotta play enough to remember the movesets.
Going up against each other, Japan battle as you mentioned, and then Jonathan Tenney.
I know Clash of Ninja isn't a real fighting game. Yeah, see, like, yeah, okay. No, I mean it is. It's more of a fighting game than the Arena Fighters. I constitute that as more of a fighting game than the Storm series. But yeah, we bust out the Clash of Ninja, but that's what I'm saying is that we have like ingrained memory of playing Clash of Ninja, so we can just pick it up and start playing it. We just have to put years of... We should have to play Street Fighter for years. When we're 40 years old, when we're 40 years old, we're going to boot up Third Strike. I don't have any other fighting game ingrained. I have...
Tiger Pop is going to be locking in the ABBA to start it off, which makes sense to me, right? Jonathan Tenney is extremely good at pulling up with Soul, going with the 6.
I know how to do, like, Ryu, Akuma, Ken, their specials. At least, like, Hadoukens, Tatsumakis, Dragon Punches. Like, I always know those. Shoto Man 42. Look, man, once you play one Shoto, you pretty much play them all. Especially if it's the original Shotos. You got Melee down, dude. Smash, you know, Smash. You got Smash down, dude.
Giving some space early, and this is where Abba's very scary. Yeah, activates immediately. Overhead nicely blocked from 10-8. Auto burst to preserve some.
Yeah, what are you gonna say? That's not a real fighting game. I didn't say it.
That was gonna be a key grab for even more resources. So I think a wise burst from 10-8 as the cross-up jump H hits. Nicely blocked in the fuzzy anyway.
All the overheads blocked so far, right? Tenney knows that once the install happens for Abba, she is an overhead merchant. That's exactly where she's gonna be looking to farm up. And Tenney preventing all that so
dude,
far.
Soul Bad Guy is the bad guy. I remember me and Joey were playing this game when they gave the free weekend, and dude, he was destroying me. I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick up Soul, easy dubs. Brother man was popping my ass. Every 5 seconds I was getting counter hit. It was a great time. Yeah, I loved hearing counter. I was looking up mods to remove the freaking counter sound effect. And the chip was doing something, dude. That chip was doing something, man. I mean, it was sick. Run it back, dude.
showed an empty low. We'll see if that opens the door for some
I'm about to
overheads later,
re-download.
but instead the Volcanic Viper
I'm
puts a
guilty
stop to
here.
everything. And again, the overhead, nice, quick RC low. Definitely starting to switch it up. Not looking towards the fuzzy for the completion.
Yeah, and the nice thing about ABBA as well is that 2K2D into Donzai launches, so you get the combo on it right away immediately. So you get the combo either way, whether it's fuzzy overhead or low jump H hitting. Where's the burst?
I need another free. Oh, you don't have the game?
Yes, indeed. And now got ABBA in the corner here.
I bought the game and downloaded Titty mods. And played for like 20 minutes. I have to get my money worth. Dude, it was a good time. My favorite part about modding is just downloading the mods and setting them up and then not playing.
Yeah, gonna be out of jealousy rage very soon here. 10A just keep the string up and knock down into that.
Oh, he just walked up to him. Did you see that?
Right there, literally no movement. Gets the wall stick and the kill. Jonathan 10A, first game on the board.
And you see the
Look how you say Silver Smash, man. Dude, I'm the GOAT, man. Even though I was the one who ruined it to begin with. I'm glad it's fixed though now. I'm glad all the nasty mods are gone. Maybe this is actually what I wanted. I'm sorry, man. If I saw Ethan, Big Eth pick Nikocado Avocado again, he's adding worse ones. Who's Big Justice? Is that that? Sorry, I don't know what that meme is. Is that the boom? Yeah, like I don't know what those things are. I feel like that's like an age of the internet somehow. I don't know like where they like sprouted up from. I swear they're industry plants. But I don't remember them when they conceived and then they just appeared and I was like, what was I? But yeah. Yeah, that's fine, you know. It's a little bit better because Silver's gonna be the one adding it. So he'll add a couple of memes. But we'll get some hot ones like freaking Ichiban. The Rizzler. You don't know the Rizzler? Yeah. See, I thought the Rizzler was this one. This is my Rizzler.
Gunflame feint and the throw after. I love the decision making. Block on the super, pops it. One chance here. What a block. 2K2D, the IBFD again, twice there from Tiger Pop. What a call out on the 6P.
That's just some jobber. Are you actually kidding me?
Both of these players are doing a great job at recognizing each other's patterns, seeing how they're
Nothing.
their offense.
That 5
Oh my God.
Such a difficult move to deal with. Huge whip punish there. It's going to be Rekka knockdown into more. Whip punish again into the Rekka. Pulls up and just taps does something we've been seeing a lot this weekend so far. Key grab on the wall. Full jealousy.
Oh my goodness. Going to have to deal with all the ignorance now. Swiss Tiger Pop wants to start bringing out the Don's eyes. Not going to though.
I need Jam to tell me how this character is. ABBA.
The look was there from Tiger Pop.
ABA.
RC up. Didn't get whatever it was supposed to be afterwards. Backdash.
I know Soul is still the gorilla.
Trying to catch you low. Finishes the Rekka.
My
And that's a
goat.
punish out of jealousy now.
Indeed, Jonathan's gonna have a big opportunity. YRC, ooh, it's the dash up throw. Go with the OTG, it's not enough.
Nicely blocked in the 2K challenge. Seeing that Jonathan was gonna try to take some space there, right? Needed a comeback. So it's smart to recognize that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, bah.
Wanted something juicier than a light.
Nice. Finds the throw as well.
Dude, imagine if I became a Guilty Gear streamer.
Out of jealousy, gonna be 50-50. Finds the low, immediate wall break on that.
And of course, Jonathan always with the dash up 2K2D for the low as well.
People would just use that emo and be like, what the hell? That's not ABBA.
And what a 6P again.
That's a
He's
ball.
coming and can fill up the resources and get that jealousy. Pops it, dashing in far slash. And the vortex again. And I'm sure there's probably
That'd be
not gonna be a
nice.
burst there. Saving it
Sorry,
for the
dude,
next
I gotta
round.
stick to my variety streams.
Install is just a huge
You
swing.
gotta do it.
Saving it like that makes a lot of sense.
I need a coach, man.
Key grab meaty gets
I need someone to coach me.
immediately there.
I need a coach for fighting games. Or else what's gonna happen is I just get bored after like 10-15 minutes.
Finding it now. Be able to get the wall break with the
I'm surprised I have so many hours in Street Fighter though.
Tiger pop in. Trying to get active on defense there.
I saw the other day I had like 110 hours.
Second hit overhead.
which is insane because I only have like 30 hours in Tekken.
10-A, 2-1 in the set.
Just found one thing to practice for 6 hours. Yeah.
A lot of the way Jonathan was structuring his offense. That's why we see some adjustments here. Not as many banded revolvers.
Yeah, just find one thing to practice for 6 hours and then try to hit it on an online match and fail miserably. And then like make the combo less optimal. And then you practice that version. And just hit it. I'm about to hit you.
Whatever ender you want into the wall, into rebuilding that gauge with a super here. So in jealousy, 80% on
Capital
that
D
fuzz incoming, and the backdash BRC to escape.
It was all out 1-6S whip punish as well, right? Look at that. That's time barely hitting on the tip. So
dude, Joey, do you remember when you build your PC and there's like the the USB header? It's kind of like it's one of like the smaller cables, but it's kind of thick, and it has like a plastic piece around it, and it has like I would say like 11 pins that you have to like plug in. Okay, yeah. So I had to plug that one into my motherboard, right? So I plug it in, and I wasn't sure if it went in all the way, so I was like jostling it, trying to like remove it because it was kind of tight in there. And I was like pulling on it, and I pulled it, and the plastic piece that's on the motherboard came off. And I was like, oh, this is definitely not gonna work anymore. Jocelyn, dude. No, not that. Not that creature. Yeah, so like the plastic part came off, but the pins were like still there. So the plastic part was stuck onto the part that was on the PSU. so I was like, okay, well, this clearly isn't gonna work. There's no way this is gonna work. But let me just plug it in, and just So I had to line it up and I plugged it in. And this was yesterday, because I built like half of it yesterday, and then today I spent like 3 hours with the freaking radiator, man. I hate AIOs and radiators. That was such a mess. But everything worked. I had a couple problems with like the RAM was giving me issues. The RAM and the GPU for some reason. Yeah, dude, you had a whole situation, a whole saga with your AIO, right? They're so nasty. Like the cable for it is so thick, and like it's so unintuitive. Mine didn't work. Damn. And like the cable placements are so unintuitive, and they just make a mess. My display for my AIO was crooked. And I don't even know how it's crooked. I put it in like the perfect way. Like you can only put it in one way. My fan wasn't on, and I was trying to get a refund, and they took me to 3 different customer supports, and the guy told me the fan doesn't need to work. That's why my PC was dying when we booted up PUBG. Was it the AIOs? Did it have the fan, or did you just have the radiator? I remember that PUBG session. Yeah, with the fan. Did you have it plugged into the right? That's okay. Yeah, that must be messed up then. Because what I did was I had it plugged in. So I had mine plugged into the AIO pump on the motherboard, and everything was working. Like the fans were working on it, but when I booted up, the motherboard was like, your CPU fan has the wrong speeds. Please make sure it's plugged into the CPU fan and not AIO pump, or it said plug into AIO or CPU. So I unplugged it from the AIO pump and I put it into the CPU fan, and it didn't give me that message anymore. It just didn't work. Then I got one with 2 fans and they both worked. Oh, it was one that had only 1 fan? It's strange. I think that's right though. Actually, I don't know. I don't know, because like I was trying to think of how I had it upstairs on my this PC, but it was working. The fans need to work, or else you get lukewarm water. So why did that guy tell you? What company was it? Whatever company that was, we need to make sure to avoid them.
Very, very well done from Tiger Pop.
He's a dumbass.
Loser semifinals. What an appearance and what a performance.
Listen, man, he was close to the end of his shift. He just wanted to get done for the day.
We're gonna see them later, of course. If you like the way they're performing, you can vote for them for PlayStation Player of the Day over at the link that you see below now. Of course, Jonathan Tene bowing out of the tournament, had an amazing performance over the weekend as well. But Tiger Pop continuing to roll. A whole lot of these players are showing out for this PlayStation Player of the Day.
Yeah, and a good performance from NorCal FGC, obviously. Some fifth place gamers both in Uni and this as well. We just saw back-to-back, so we'll play the 2 GB with his atrocity of a stick. Of course, that's got everybody talking on social media, smacking and like that. And then obviously the performance here from 10A, fifth place in this bracket after starting in winner's side, top 8. We have another loser side match coming up next. Our 2 Japanese players in top 8 are going to be fighting up against each other. I saw them warming up this morning. You know, obviously, because they're in winner side and loser side, pretty far away from each other. So they were like, well, unless you lose the rang and then I win my match, there's no way we got to play. So here's the bracket, and obviously they're going to be fighting against each other here. And it could be the classic match. We could see Sin versus Soul or Kai versus Soul as the match.
Indeed, man. Yeah, the classic or the Sun versus one of his dads. You know, that's always going to be a good one, regardless. And of course, Red Ditto and Rang already chilling in winners finals. Tiger Pop has advanced to that top 4 as well, waiting the winner of our next match. And yeah, man, it's going to be the heat of anger, to say the least, right here. Churara in the building, going up against the Tuma. 2 veterans of the game here, both points finalists as well. Just overall had tremendous seasons to qualify into the Arc World Tour Finals. PlayStation tournaments, of course. So
guys, they had some grapes in the bathroom.
Right here. And you know, obviously, nobody wants to fight their countrymen, but when you get to the top 8, usually you got no choice.
I just wanted a refund. I didn't get one. That's messed up, dude. Were you able to kick Peen in poker? Dude, I was pogging off. I made $10,000 at the start of the game. I'm like 2 hours into the game. Now I know. I never really cared for poker in Yakuza or whatever. And I found it weird how you were going crazy in Yakuza 7 with the poker. But then yesterday, I just kept playing.
Expert calorie management, of course, the normal placements have been super on point as well. That 2S did so much work yesterday, and of course, depending on the match.
Yeah, you definitely did. Well, you have to understand, my thing of poker from before then was just the hentai games, the hentai flash games from, you know, I didn't really have much appreciation for it. And I always liked blackjack. But Balatro just like
stuff like that, 6S's. And Sin, same way. Great far slash, great 2S. Elk and Beak are
blackjack bad. Yeah, blackjack. It was pretty funny. So I did a max bet, my first blackjack hand, after like an hour of straight playing poker. I did a blackjack hand just to mix it up a little. My first hand, max bet, I got a blackjack. I was like, damn, that's insane. It's pretty sick.
What a hit confirm on that jump air dash back S into the bandit.
Of course, you see so many more wake up.
But yeah, playing poker is fun, and because the only problem is that it's really slow. I save scum though. I'm a piece of garbage.
Yeah, RTL off the hook, knowing it was the best option for that stamina spend. 1 bar cost on that and your super meter. No stamina here for Sin, and that's gonna be an air.
Hey, listen, if the game's gonna let me, I'm gonna save scum. This ain't real life.
With the big boot, the follow, of course, is going to be a massive advantage here. Very low on the calorie count for Sin as well. 100% tension, walking up with the S. That's what we talked about beforehand.
I got so many straights too. It was really funny. I was like, dude, if you guys saw me playing this.
And stamina available for Sin now, which makes him very scary. 2 bars means he can commit to something like this into the dash. We'll see the wall break here with Wild Assault or not. Does not go for it. Plays patience, air throw. Nice find there from Churara.
Straight main 42. Dude, it was so... I was trying to go for pairs, but... What does big blind and small blind mean?
From Churara here as well. I love the no headphone gaming, by the way. Feeling the full atmosphere of the crowd.
Another another burst there. 6B air block, forcing the hoof mix up afterwards, and there's a burst to not get wall broken. Wow, late cancel on that. One thing too, we're seeing a lot of OSDPs from Zatuma on a lot of these sequences. If Sin is doing 2H on block, you can just DP unless he's canceling into something that's a true block string, right? So very good matchup knowledge there. Last into the DP, hard with the gravity sometimes to get that.
Wow, you can see Churara really switching up his structure.
Oh, okay. So I always did high stakes.
Zatuma trying to chase him down, but he's found the
So that makes sense why I kept getting big blind. I know that didn't explain anything. No, I think I get it. I think it's like if you do high stakes or low stakes, right?
Advantage on the other side,
Or
and he
no.
doesn't die, which he does. Easy peasy indeed.
Yeah, clean hit tire.
No?
Does
Oh.
a ton of damage. So
And yeah, you explain like
deal with their walk back. Looking for the whip punish.
bad.
Recognition on that far slash.
I just kept getting big blind every time.
Zatuma here.
Throw a little bit too far away.
But like I wasn't doing anything special for it.
Able to take advantage of it.
Patience. Both of them kind of swinging at each other and then slowing down.
It
their
moves
far slash
around the
this time.
table.
Lovely use of the revolver.
Oh.
First available, and there it is. Big hits. This is a big combo.
Man, that's why you see the two use the revolver in the first place.
Oh, maybe it starts off as the player first because I always just did the first hand or the first game. Or is it like per game it moves around?
There wasn't anything to extend with, and no stamina for Sin here. Yeah, that's
Or
why
per round it moves around?
Churara didn't cancel into RC or anything. This is a wall. Easy
Per
peasy
hand it
pick up
moves?
on
Oh,
that.
okay, maybe I
And
just wasn't
think
paying
being
attention.
a little
Yeah, I
bit
couldn't. I don't understand
counter
the
situation
blind
sometimes
thing.
they're like
So
no
what does
bars
it?
with no
What does
bars
it do?
that he can punish very easily on this URC. And that's the problem with Sin in this version. He spent stamina so fast, right, that you end up having to do Elk or Beak without stamina, and that can get scary.
Yeah, that could be something that Churara is
It's so
trying
you have
to
the
throw Zatuma off with,
so you
right?
have
Like,
money in the
okay,
pot.
You don't think I would do this because I don't have the calories to really make it safe, but that's why he does it in the first place. But Zatuma has got caught off guard.
Huge starter here. Counter hit Beak into the corner, into
It
this.
forces players to put in
Even
chips.
without the clean hit on that, it hurts.
Yeah, man, Zatuma already looking on the nice support, but yo,
Earth poker would be stalled forever.
Caught him not blocking at the perfect
Mm.
moment.
Juicing up.
What a find there. 6B clean hit barrel, not enough to kill, but Chip will do it, and he knows the media elf's coming. Wake up, hoof stomp over the 2.
I think I understand.
What a way to low crush on Wake Up like that. Both of these players, you can tell they definitely warmed up.
Dude, we gotta start playing poker, man. I'm about to buy a poker table.
Yeah, didn't know us at that time, but that is a punish.
Just waited to get the punish outright. 6B again, stuffing the approaches.
No challenge on that.
Wow. Yeah, the 5H. Just confirming it with the wild assault. That was extremely impressive.
Double jump H. Trying to be safe there. Second hit. Spends 1 stamina for Oki here. That's all the stamina gone. And a wild throw here.
Love that. Just setting him up with a 1 jump P, right? You see usually multiple coming out from the souls. The Tumba looking to bring him to the wall, but can't get the splat.
And again,
Oh, I see. Okay, so like
DP, and
there will be
cancel
so
into the true block string. Easy peasy punish.
2 people minimum will be putting money per round into the pot.
Right now, of course, we still gotta get through this
Gotcha.
round.
Okay.
No dash under close slash. He respected the bandit bringer. What a
There's
big
strategy in
one.
playing when you're big blind or small blind.
Churara.
And if you want to play, you gotta
Vipers,
match.
and we going through for that plus on the stage.
Look at the damage too. Huge block and punish on that DP. And he baits out the throw there.
Gotta measure it. Yeah, I know about
No
that.
cancel either. I think he was expecting a DP reversal or something like that from Zatuma. So very smart. Nice find. Easy peasy pickup on that.
If someone raises, you either can raise
5P Elk is always a threat.
or you can
Chip to
call,
get the
so
kill.
you do their amount.
Very nice. And this is how I was theorizing, right?
So you can be a giant asshole and raise before any cards or even. Dude, that's what I used to do all the time. When I would play poker in any game, I would just do max raise, just keep raising, and just hope the computer would fold.
One up here, we're going into it.
But now that I know how to play,
Game 3, obviously, you can take the lead in the set, take some control.
if I get good high cards or a pair,
On the delayed 2H, catching him, the Gatling off the far slash.
Pulled all the way up for that
Then I'll
6B
raise.
as well. He took an extra space on the dash and to make sure.
but other than that, I'm always just like checking. It's funny how like once you know how to like play something,
Unfortunately, the 6H
like actually play it.
super. But that does mean 1 hit. Can't confirm RTL wall break is very scary.
It's fun, dude.
Staying so
I'm about to
active with
boot
the
up just to
punch,
play some
putting
more.
down a wall for Soul to get through, and finally the 2K2D does find home.
Yeah, and it forces a burst. Nice 2S. Really little space. And has RTL off this 2H here. Try to get the wall break. Might not be enough. Okay, it is. On the last little bit there.
Oh, I think I ate too many grapes.
So clean as Shirara is able to bounce back.
Wow, nice.
Love that, right? Recognizing went into
Dude,
the air.
Sin looks so cool.
Overhead attempt, just deep in from the sky, and then again right there. You want to take your turn? Not for free.
Spaced out 2D.
Ora.
I like the way that we see this pressure from Churara. He's actually doing a really good job spacing out the soul DP and then representing his own there. Spends 1 stamina.
We are letting him fly right now. DP's left.
Dude, look at that
right.
bandit
Looking to
revolver.
slow it down a bit. The Tyrant Brave finds a significant hit, which means advantage on the other side.
Man, strings them up, finds the wire. See there, and what a
Damn.
challenge on the dash 2K wall break. That's the
Down with the
kill.
soupy.
I love this.
Big
Both
soup.
players not letting the other take their turn for free. Just because you had advantage doesn't mean you should press.
These bar slash chances on the DPs have been very, very good. And again, right there, there is a gap for you to DP there if you're willing to risk it.
Risk it for the brisket, even while Bridget's on the bench. And now we're going to get Tuma all the way to the corner. Beautiful wall splat conversion.
Queen hit
Dude, he's
Falconer, giving you that
kicking his
balance.
ass.
HBV
That
auto
kid's
wall
pretty
bounce
even.
on that. No stamina for the pickup off the beat there.
Wow, still in the air, respected it, but tried to take the turn afterwards.
Wow, what a backdash.
Whoa, he tried to grab him back dash.
One
That's
bait
sick.
or one big hit could do it. 2H, nicely done calling out the DP on this. He gets super for the wall break. Lots of damage.
Yeah, it was so clean. Keeping the pressure tight right there.
Dude, you guys gonna watch the Guilty Gear anime?
Nice bait, looking for the deflect shield for the first time right there. And the fist bump from Churara. I love the way he was been structuring his offense there. Even the 5P whiff on wall break, no elk, right? That time he put the brakes on and trying to bait out a DP or something
This
like
guy on the right is so stoic.
Super clean stuff right here. Always love how expressive.
I don't watch anime. Yeah, nice try, man. You watched 40 episodes of One Piece today. Frankie sounds so cool.
Obviously, back against the wall here. 2-1. You cannot afford another loss.
Dude, it's great.
Looks like we're good.
Are you on Egg Boy Island now?
In the set.
Dude, you're farther than me.
We've seen offensive changes from
He
Churara
sounds like he's
as well.
joking. Dude, he does sound pretty rough.
As well. If he's giving him all that space and
Did he sound like that in Wano?
from Soul, then I think it makes
I
a lot of
don't
sense. Then he
remember
just
him
lets
sounding
rip
like that
right away
in
again.
Wano.
Yeah, both of these players been pretty liberal with the DPs. Not too many have been baited. Let's see how that plays out for the rest of the set. Bandit Bringer hit. Didn't want to see the end of that. 2S,
Yeah, that makes more sense because I didn't even touch Wano, or I didn't even touch Egghead. I stopped when Wano ended.
Yeah, had to RC to keep the beak safe there, so it makes a lot of sense. And that could have been punishable too. Very scary. 2S, no stamina again, so he's just got to hold space.
And look at so many dash blocks from the Tuma this time.
Dude.
Pulls up. Obviously, no OTG up the wall throw.
No, I finished
Airborne
Wano.
hit, and he gets the throw. Bit of
I
a
told you, I
stretch.
caught up. I finished Wano and then waiting for, because Egghead's not
Air
done.
dash, Shaw's opponent dashing the
So-
other way. Bandit revolver Yui, and then the
Waiting for
RC
Egg
get
Boy
the
to
throw.
finish.
So clean.
Yeah, baits the DP there. He was looking for the follow-up. Like,
I honestly might just wait for it for
Well, you
One
can make
Piece
a
2
block
finish.
string, or you can put a delay
The
in
anime's
there.
not done? Hell no. Or just One Piece. One Piece isn't even done with the Wano.
There's the bait. Same thing we saw earlier.
One Piece isn't even done with Wano or Egghead. But yeah, Egghead's not done. I think they're in the middle of a break in
Really
Egghead.
dangerous here with stuff like this, and yeah, does find the opportunity to DB through. One hit confirm again. Churara set point.
You see, Tuma was thirsty, right? We saw in that last round where he was very successful. It was a lot of dash blocks. He was like trying baiting out buttons. He knew he had to make a comeback right
I thought
there.
you
so
would've
he
watched
tried to dash
Egghead
a button,
pace and
but
then
it's
moved to
so
the
good.
anime,
That's
like you do with
something that
Wano.
the delayed Bandit Bringer to beat the throw was sick.
No, because I didn't want to do that because what's gonna happen is that it's gonna be just like Wano. Where like I'm gonna watch Wano pace, and then Wano pace I'm gonna be like, damn, I gotta watch regular shitty One Piece, and I'm gonna watch bad One Piece, or I'm gonna watch One Piece and I'm just gonna be like skipping 40% every episode.
Ready on that easy peasy.
Or rather just wait. Well, I have to wait anyways because Egghead isn't even done.
It can make your combo better or worse depending on your
So like it'd be even worse because I would have to wait for. I would catch up with pace. Dude, you should have watched Onigashimo play pace. Yeah, well maybe my friend should have told me. He did. He cuffed me just like when I first started watching One Piece.
And huge damage on this. And
Bro
Merc
keeps the
was
good
able to
stuff
get
to
the
himself.
bounce also. Pretty rough spot. Back throw. Huge chance here. Wow, the
Waited for
patience.
DP.
Yeah, and just backdash after that. 5H safe on blocks though. You can just chill.
You finished
Down,
too
easy
fast?
challenge.
Bro, are you kidding me, man?
Big tech throw and just waited afterwards. Figured Churaro was going to want to keep
It took me so long. Wano was so damn long.
Yeah, and just bursting immediately on Soul counter and far slash like that. One of those things a lot of people do, and Soul players, you know, they look for it. They know that that's something you're going to be looking for.
Absolutely. Tumo with some great calculations.
My favorite part of, oh dude, it's cheap view. No, no. My favorite viewer.
This is what's been leading to success with the Tumo.
Dude, Egghead bangs. I'm not a fan of the outfits in Egg Boy.
Yeah, second hit, VV gonna break the wall. The thing is, he's using his air movement to bait these buttons and swings from Churaro, and then just finding clean whip punishes.
Straight up, it's been a great adjustment, honestly. YRC is successful here.
Again, ready on that 2H to cancel the wild throw, and he's got meter.
Dude, freaking what's his name?
With the BR anyway.
Momo became such a giga.
Fifth place in this tournament, and a top 4 run potentially for Tatsuma here.
Man, incredible stuff from Tatsuma right there.
I was a big fan of Momo.
Early on, Churaro was able to just put up a wall of normals, as Sin is very good at. That's kind of what we highlighted to start the set, right? But Tatsuma started calculating that very effectively.
I was hoping his sister and Zoro were gonna like have something, even though Zoro's asexual and only sexually attracted to swords. They had a nice little moment.
Making full advantage of that.
Yeah, I mean the thing is too is to make those whips happen.
Dude, he has a goal. Yeah, man.
So much space and then
He just wants to. Okay, that's fine. You can be the best swordsman in the world. No distractions. Brother's drinking himself to death every time they finish an arc. That's kind of a distraction.
Stuff like that takes a lot of experience and practice in the matchup.
He deserves it. Hell, he deserves a nice. A woman deserves a nice man. He's recovering. I can't wait. I hope. I mean, I don't. Silver's definitely not in this stream, right? Let me check the viewers. Let me just make sure.
In our loser semis, but yes, the upper half of that bracket is what we are going to be handling next.
Thankfully, I don't see Silver.
Winners up finals.
You said Wano explained so much. I don't remember me saying that. I don't even know what context I was explaining.
Good one here, and both of them, you know, I think looking very strong in their group. Rank making it out of like a very scrappy group with a 2-on-2.
I think I did say that because of what's it called? They kept explaining the whole thing with Odin, his people, and then Odin and Jolly Roger or whatever his name is, Goldie Roger. Like I swear they showed that like 5 times. Odin was hot. Yeah, I skipped him every time. Jolly Roger. Dude, Goldie Roger's my favorite character. What is that guy's pose? This guy looks like someone from high school. How do you skip the best man? He was, after you've seen it like for the 3rd time, you get sick of seeing it again. I did see his whole flashback, like the whole thing, but ain't no way. Yeah. While you're sitting there watching the 50th time, man hates Baxter. I hate when it gets repeated. See, I didn't have Onigashima pace, so. But I saw freaking dumbass Odin doing his shitty dances like 15 times. That was so sad, by the way. Welcome back, Jam. How are those dishes? Brother, you told me you were gonna go wash the dishes. You had a whole journey while you left? I forgot the dishes. I can't do this anymore. How do you win a whole ass tournament, go for a walk, have your own anime episode, have your own TV episode? This is like, you know when like a TV show or an anime has like all the characters, they're like busting their ass trying to do something, and then the one character that's like missing, they like cut to him and he's just like having his own little adventure. I watched most of them, I just forgot to clean a rack. Bro, clean up that rack, dude. He forgot the pickles. I forgot the pickles.
decision making, and I think very good at surviving situations like this. 5K gets jumped over.
Is that a Bubble Bass
The problem
reference?
you got to deal with overhead behemoth, the 2B spinning.
Dude, you missed out, man.
And the backdash gets clipped. Meter available.
It's okay, it's Ram Gold Lewis anyways. I'm not missing anything important. Dude, you missed Chirara versus Takamura. Tatamura? Tatuma?
With the wall break, it
Tatuma?
will be enough damage, and the Shrine Auditorium comes alive.
Crowd excited.
Where did those people come from? Chirara's a Grammy player too. Dude, I liked his sin.
The swords are going to be coming back momentarily as well.
Oh, I wonder if that's a jump D attempt on the instant deflect shield on the jump maybe, but side swap now for Rang.
I think you missed Jonathan Tene versus Tiger Pop too.
Yeah, it was just a little bit too quick on that actually.
Oh my, air blocking. It means there's so much air blocks in here. Spending that.
Yeah, dude, he's pogging off with his fat boy.
Stuck in just a tough spot. What a backdash on that.
The PP.
Chance for the cross up.
Amazing defense from Rang as well. Oh, trying to get the explosion, didn't quite clip. And yeah, these air punches have been working out great for Rang.
The decision making and awareness there from Red Ditto on that 5K, just incredible. That like to survive.
Is Mr. Dickinson, is he a very good character?
YRC barely connects. 2K sword toss. YRC available for Rang, so there's the throw from Ditto, and burst available for Gold Lewis as well here. Has the hit.
He's been
no
very good
burst
for
yet,
quite a
just
while.
waiting it out. 5H hits.
What about Ram?
That
Is she
burst
still
was the
good?
last chance. Ditto trying to run in and build meter for 50 here. The throw with burst not used right away. The patience.
This is amazing for
They
Rang
both
Ditto right now,
recently.
somehow surviving. Gets the 6B out as he uses the PRC to slow it down.
Into being a
and
different
stays
character?
meaty.
Yeah.
Not letting Rang move on Wake Up. First game in the books.
Not as good as the nuts on your
Everybody else
chin.
dies in so many of those interactions.
I don't have any
The fact
nuts
that
on my
Red
chin,
Ditto
so she's
survived that is
must not be
a
that good
testament
then.
to like the understanding of that scenario, but like the experience to capitalize on it, right?
Absolutely.
Really, really difficult spot to survive in. Like has no business winning that round.
It really feels like Red Ditto's processing speed is
Sorry, I was
unmatched, right?
combining.
The ability to recognize scramble
What were you
situations,
combining,
make
man?
the optimal decision. I mean, you need that.
About as real as the porn star's titties that you
But so much success for him.
Dude, you know how legendary that was?
That offensive sequencing and Rang doing a pretty good job surviving most of
I
the
wish a
so far.
streamer would blast me that hard.
But this character, you know, just puts you in so many.
Do you have a clip of
interactions
that?
to deal with. As you see that PRC there, late active frames on the 2D hitting and mix again, like Rang, you know, block 2, 3, 4 interactions. You get hit by the
No,
fence, gets hit by the
bro. I bet as soon as he said that, you just closed the stream.
Yeah, and Red Ditto
I could have made it up.
going with an
No, I was
open
there,
mid
man.
move as well on the PRC super, and again shutting down the
You guys
air
don't know what I'm
punches.
talking
He's been
about.
So consistent with that.
Wall break 5,
One of my
60% on that.
One of my friends was watching a streamer named Lunar Jump. He's a Mario 64 owner.
My God, and look how quick
And my
he makes
friend
that
asked him
adjustment
something
whip
in chat,
and makes that out of it,
and
right?
Lunar
The
just
cross-up.
replies.
Incredible play
I
again.
think my friend asked him something about like a trick or something, if it's real, and Lunar was like, "It's about as real as those porn stars' tits you just watched," or something like that.
Ditto, brother, off to the races like that. A 2-0 in
It was
winners
epic.
finals already.
This guy's a beast. I mean, just absolutely unstoppable. LCQ champ.
LCQ champ, Soul Cow zone, Hoop Squad zone. Red Ditto is out here, one game away.
Are those people
from
outside?
Grand finals.
Sword toss, mixing, just goes for empty jump, close slash, one hit wreck. A great challenge there from Rang.
No man,
Hands now.
they're on the sides, bro. They look like they're outside.
Not build burst fast in this matchup, so that
Where
burst
there's
is
no
very
lights.
crucial. This
They
round
pretty
is
much might as well
quite
be outside.
scary.
100% here, you know, Rang, this is where he's going to be his most dangerous. Cannot afford to drop any more games. Back against the wall, a corner animal at this point.
Wow, beautiful whip punish. And those 5K staggers to catch Gold Lewis out of jump startup frames or just beat something in the mid-range. That's going to be easy,
Dude,
easy wall break on this.
Maybe I do have some nuts on my chin. Rammer Falls going in.
Perfectly outspacing the air, but
Come on, guys, tell me what happens. I gotta
My
quick
lord.
pisser.
Not quite the kill, but one gets away, and Rang has 50 to send it here. BRC is forward, finds a huge 6B, and the combo on this could be enough to kill. Not quite. The OTG misses, and that punishes the extended hurt box. Set point to Red Ditto.
How is this man so ready and so smart? Red Ditto, are you kidding me?
Oh my. Knowing the OTG whiff, like, yeah.
Yeah, like what? The fourth Abato being fast enough to punish. This dude is on another level. But
Deflect shield with punish again.
You gotta be-
Beautiful decision making. And we're going wall to wall on this, just like that. 50 available, doesn't get the code slash. Looking for the whip punish again, not in time. So gonna be the pickup super for the wall break. One interaction away from 3-0ing in winners finals.
Red Ditto, he's trying to prove he's a different breed right now. Guard crushed up, gets the high as well, has built the meter. That means Red Ditto is not quite yet in grand finals. Let's see.
One hit away, Rang with the burst, sword toss available, and the whip punish clears the deal. Red Ditto 12-1 now, cleaning things up. Winner side, grand finals. And who is gonna stop this guy?
Not correct, you say, Jeff, but it's 15-1 now. Can you believe that? 12-1 coming into winners finals. 15-1 afterwards.
Red Ditto's a hyper
Is
model.
on a roll of a lifetime.
Ultra mewing. Dude, he does got
Who is gonna
that
stop him?
chin.
One up in the
That
air,
chin is
just
just
one more set, like,
ready to,
Rang
that
looks
jawline.
so strong in all the sets we saw today, and then just
15-1?
someone at that level, like, it's unbelievable, especially because
insane.
in that matchup, I think it could be very easy
That's
for
a
things to go
giga
bad
right
for Ram
there.
really quickly. Like, she has a lot of mid-range options, but Gold Lewis can just force with jump D, jump, you know, like far slash, behemoths, just make her life very uncomfortable. On defense, the decision making was incredibly sound to survive all those interactions.
Like, it's so easy, right, to get lost in the lights, to start panicking up against Gold Lewis, to just start scrambling. Go with your security blankets, the things that you always rely on, especially as Guilty Gear players, right? Whether it's mash throw, whether it's wire C, whether it's mash on burst, all these things we saw multiple times where it could have meant death, and he held back, knowing that Ring would try to bait something out like that. Staying that composed, I mean, it is an incredible talent, and Red Ditto on full display here at the Arc World Tour Finals.
Yeah, of course. And if you haven't done so already, please vote for who you think the PlayStation Player of the Day.
Guys, who are we voting for? Who is the PlayStation Player of the Day? I gotta go with Sajam.
But you know, you gotta consider everything you saw across all three games, of course, and get your vote in at home. But man, what an incredible winners finals. We have loser semis coming
I
up
think
next.
Sajam is my
Expected
player
here
of the
to be
game.
Of one of the matches we saw earlier, Soul versus ABBA, right? Obviously, Jonathan Penne lost.
Or
earlier,
player of the,
Tiger
what was
Pop,
it,
and
player of the
we'll see.
PlayStation?
I assume that same thing here with Tatuma from Japan up against Tiger Pop from the UK. Probably going to be rocking ABBA as it worked out in that game you said earlier, so I expect to see the same thing here.
There's a Tekken talk going on. They misspelled. They misspelled the special.
Forward to this one a lot, right? Because both of these players
That's
have
rough.
shown. Oh yeah, the ABBA
Who
cosplay in
ABBA?
the crowd. Let's go. Pop it off.
Bring back Falcon and reveal more info about the other DLC characters, please. Some hints or clues would be fine at least. Bro, why do people want Falcon back?
Right? Using the high speed of both of their characters to bait out buttons, bait out whiffs, and just in general take control of the neutral that way. So I'm very interested in seeing who commits early, who wants to get in each other's face, who's willing to make those dashes, and who's trying to play back a little bit. Obviously, Tiger Pop is a little bit more dependent because of the install. Tatuma's going to have the freedom to do so off jump, but nonetheless, he might not want to take that and try to observe a little bit before fully committing.
Yeah, and Tiger Pop's so smart about managing resources, RPSing effectively once you have offense on stuff like 236K and just hopping over and then mashing.
She comes out next week?
IBFing or
Oh,
whatever
she comes
the
out
options are going to be afterwards. And just doing a good job of F-ing solo
a
away,
while
forcing
ago.
BR as a
For a
response, 6
while.
being that, getting your chance with Rekka into resources and all kinds of just very smart, sound decision making in general about how to open up and to get things going.
Dude, I
Because
hate
she's
how
very
like
peaceful
fighting
managed,
games
so when
now.
she's cooking,
I don't even know if it's.
really hard to stop.
It is just fighting games because
Michelin star meal, 5 course.
what I'm trying to say
She's got the
is,
install going with a bunch of meter as well. Gonna look to force the issue, of course. Tuma gonna be looking
like I hate how 4 characters is like the golden standard
I'm
now.
interested also in the DP frequency. Of course, you can definitely explode getting the DPs blocked, but obviously ABBA trying to get
Per
in your
season
face
pass.
more often than not, especially in the install. See how liberal Tatuma goes with the Volcanic Viper.
Yeah, and just having a DP in this matchup means that she has to dance on you a little bit. Like when she gets the install and knocks you down, she has to like run in, backdash, try to bait DP and look for other options. That hesitancy can build you some time and run Jealous Engage out.
Mr.
Right?
Soul.
So having DP, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. It can be nice, obviously, to slow her down, but if you get it blocked, you just explode. So it could be a bad time here. Loser semis here. 2 very strong players, and we'll see how this goes here as the 5K works round start. Hops in. 2K challenge immediately from Tatuma on block.
Look at the key, always looks pissed when Atlas gets hit.
Is Daru out?
Already, he's looking pissed a whole lot in this round.
He's my favorite Guilty Gear player next to Leffin.
Donzai doesn't care. Key grab. He uninstalled there. And it's going to be an RC, and it was going to be another key grab or Rekka knockdown to build some more gauge there. What a whip punish.
And you see the backdash right beforehand, too. Really baiting Tiger Pop into the 6K.
Nicely blocked with a wild throw afterwards. So Zuma needs one more. Big gamble on that.
Yeah, but now he's at the corner.
Well. And no DP challenge just yet. Hops in 5K afterwards. Looking to bait something with the air movement. Nicely blocked. One install activation could be so scary. Trying to bait the DP. Installs up.
Such a late 6K. That was perfectly timed to get to Tuba, and we stab up.
Double downside.
Is that it?
The wall break. Not quite far enough. The pull up
It's
to the
it.
overhead.
Again, yeah, when all you need is that one hit as well. I mean, the overhead is so potent, even more than usual. There you go.
Did you see the controversy with Tiger Pop and Pools? No, what did he do? Did he punch someone in the face in the middle of the game and get the fat dub that way?
Nicely blocked in the overhead, the wire see afterwards, and the super for the wall break here.
Something I think we saw the Tuma utilize in that last set, right? His opponent YRCing, and then we're just gonna super through, not letting the advantage go.
Yeah, one problem with that super though is it drains. Oh my good, that was gonna be a burst anyway. It drains all your jealousy gauge.
It couldn't have been Tiger Pop. There's no way. There's no way he would make it through.
Despite beautiful spacing and whip punishes at the start of this from Tatuma, Tiger Pop just fighting so.
That sucked. Wait, so how?
Those openings and running offense just overwhelming.
Yeah, Tiger Pop did a great job calling out certain timings on the Tuma as well.
So did Tiger just get in because Tiger? Did he just get in because he had less losses?
Worked out effectively.
Oh, and I love that walled up jump.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
Very smart jealousy gauge. No
How did
here as we get the meaty close slash catches the back dash. Wall splash early here.
How did they do their pools? Was it round robin? Or I don't understand how.
And now we're just medium up. Not sure what Tiger Pop was looking for.
Oh, that's why I hate round robin.
Yeah, I think it's just such a smart choice to open that all.
Round robin is so confusing. I mean, it's good. It's good in one way because it's like every game counts. So like the more games you win, the less games you lose, the better. But it just makes it. It's like a nightmare to follow from a viewer's perspective. That sucks though. I think Razo, is that the person that plays Leo Whitefang? Am I thinking about someone else? Dude, yeah, I do like I think I've seen them play before. I think I'm a fan of Leo. Actually, they're like the only Leo I ever seen. Two people went 2-1 in the pool. Yeah.
First there, let Tiger Pop
They barely lost to Rain.
so much jealousy gauge, by the way. That's a big part of this match.
Other 2 matches and didn't qualify. Yeah, round robin sucks.
It's exactly what you don't want. But Tuma's found another hit. Tyron Ray
round robin is ass.
setting himself up big here in game 2.
Capcom Cup was round robin. But I think they had, was it 6? Did they have 6 players in pools? Or 6 players per pool?
Second one, is there a clash or anything? No, the Tyrant Rave to clean things up 1 apiece.
Love this. Both players are
6, yeah.
They're gonna challenge the advantage of the
I get it though. You would do round robin when you have like this kind of format where it's like invitational or you know, qualifiers or whatever. Because it's technically more games, but it's just rough to follow. That sucks though. But I mean, that's how it happens. You lost more than the other guy. Oh, look at that run under.
Backdash again from Tatuma. You can see it, look at that, just trying to get out of the downside space, the overhead space, all of that, but you're still
Yeah,
stuck in the corner.
Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters had 4-man round robin for their finals too.
Install gauge here, it's going to be a problem. Uninstalls, and there's a beautiful challenge for Tatuma knowing that was coming.
Indeed here, Tiger Pop, what are they going to look for to get out of the situation? Goes with the super, try to wake up with it, Tatuma baiting it out.
Yeah, I get why you would do round robin, you know, if you have less players, but
Nicely done too. Just really good recognition of the resources in this matchup so far.
crazy reversal super. Yeah, man, I saw that. It was wild. How are you gonna hit him up? Oh, damn, he hit him up.
Tatuma really adding that to his game has paid off huge.
Ooh, that jump bait. And the low, and there's the overhead. The minute you finally start low blocking, it immediately happens. 6H, uninstall key grab. This builds you more resources. That's why we see the fast RC there from Tiger Pop as well. Gives you
Was that her grab?
so
Was that her
double
command grab?
resources.
That's the problem, right? You try to backdash and outspace the ABBA. If she's just chasing you down and not whipping, you end up in the corner very quickly. And what a
Look
speed
at
out
this
from Tiger Pop to steal the
movement.
corner right back.
And burst. There's not a lot of jealousy
They're
left.
going crazy.
Here, I think there's the uninstall force. While this all jump
Oh, can you not do anything while she's
well,
uninstalling?
2S, but it went the wrong way there. And now huge chance. Wait, very winnable round suddenly.
Oh my, indeed. Especially when it
Did he
starts
get the
out with a
wall?
counter hit far
He
end.
gets the wall! Super!
Waves to follow.
Oh my god, and she's dead!
Kill one guess away though. Wild throw is quite scary here as well. Is there a commitment?
Oh!
Gets supered here on Wake Up. Not enough to kill, but Jealousy with the DP. Oh, one guess for the round. The gold burst hits.
God, oh, trying to hesitate right there and make something out.
Oh my god, I was like 20 seconds too early.
Able to
But
take
yeah,
the
he won.
lead in our loser semis.
Yeah, Tiger Pop.
You're gonna hit him up there. I learned the ABBA combo. That's her key grab. She's turbo ultra slow without install, and she's turbo ultra fast with install. Her mix-up is also awful without it and unstoppable with it. Yeah, I remember her install and uninstall. And
Exactly like that there. Tiger Pop though looking to roar back. Arnie's got the corner. Arnie punished the backdash recovery.
when I saw G Yuna, aka Anime Illuminati, he was covering it.
Fuzzy afterwards gonna be uninstalled burst.
But other than that, I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything about this character since.
Oh man, Tiger Pop.
I just know she has an install and uninstall.
Devilish structure, my man.
Yeah, and try to approach with the air options. Not the best when you're not in jealousy, so Tuma ready for it. Oh, dashing in and then just.
So, do you want to?
That's Fafner -3, right?
So she's like a character where you have to situationally use the install and uninstall. That's kind of
But almost has enough gauge for jealousy now.
It's kind of different for an install character. I feel like you don't really see that.
Seeing that she was reaching, doing some teaching to Tuma. Oh, to get this time the
She's always
micro
punishing the
dash by
play
K
than she
instead.
was in
Beautiful
plus
adjustment
R.
from Tiger Pop after the
It used to be when she exited install, she sat there for like 4 seconds fully punishing me.
DPs, wild throws after.
And now she exited and landing on the
That's
screen.
the
Yeah, I
first
saw that. I
right
didn't
now.
when she was uninstalling.
I'm lost in the sauce after
He was
that
like stuck
one.
in things. So I
Tuma
was,
here, one round away from getting into
I mean, that's
the
good, though.
finals. That top 3 presence secured, but Tiger Pop looking to not go quietly into the night. Already counted hit.
I like when characters are all even. It makes it more fun to watch because people pick different characters and stuff.
And you get the mix after jump key.
Instead of like super busted
The
characters.
deflect shield just to not see any mix.
I'm looking at you, Ken and Cammy.
Dust whiffs. Jealousy's about to run out here. Gotta be the uninstall.
Actually, I think
no bar
They're not
here.
really busted,
Tiger Pop
but they're
is
just really
one.
good.
Yeah, and a beautiful 2S counter poke to Tuma's 2S placements. All top 8.
Oh, you can manually exit,
Now the pressure in the corner with no
and then you have a
jealousy.
timer
Really
there.
bandit bringer.
I see it. I think I see it. Is it the timer on the bottom right?
Gets the Rekka, has enough for that, and the tap does could be the kill on the key grab. Not enough. The Donsai gets goal burst.
When she manually
opens the door, knock knock.
uninstalls, do you
Oh, the empty, you're gonna
Do you
the
get
empty
end leg
area
for
line.
it?
Oh, and
Or
a
is it the same
beautiful
thing?
backdash to bait out the volcanic viper. Tiger Pop stays alive.
And that dancing to bait the DP is the exact thing we saw in that other game. And then finally,
Yeah, her install is like super
tying
fast
up the
too.
set to a piece.
I was
Final
surprised at
game
how fast her
is
install
due.
is.
You had to know, right? When you're
Come on, Tatuma, do it for the soul fans. Me.
The DP is
There you go.
sooner or later.
Oh, come on,
Runs up
dude.
looking for the 2H, tries to find the 2S as well.
He's got the wall.
Low.
Okay, he's
That's
getting
such
pushed
an
away from the
important
wall.
thing to represent because the overhead is so good, you have to have these low options on deck.
Another beautiful 2S counter poke.
Oh.
Oh, and a clean hit Fafnir.
Get him up there. Yeah.
The after for the wall.
Look at that, half health
No
already
resources
gone.
here for Tiger Pop on that jealousy gauge. Rekka's gonna build a bit, and the key grab does as well.
Oh, and again, Tuma out spacing these box strings. They're gonna take the corner for himself.
Can you get the wall
Wild
again?
throw, and you already know the wall splat to follow. Give me that wall break for the positive.
Yeah, immediate here. Very tough spot here. Wow, finds the low. 2K
Key
key
grab.
grab. I mean, overhead whiffs. Donsai launches.
Does she get wall?
Key grab to uninstall.
Key grab again? Did she have 2 key grabs?
Back
Or am I
full
stupid?
jealousy. This could get ugly so fast here.
Tuma, he might have been spelling victory, but
Oh,
oh.
dude.
Tries to bait it. Nice block on the cross up there, knowing the jump H is coming. Burst the YRC to get this offense. Rekka late PRC overhead is blocked correctly. To
Oh,
survive,
found the
no meter
gap.
for the kill.
And Tiger Pop really bet so much on that last sequence.
Wow, gets the hit.
Is it over?
The spy going all in
Is it
here.
over?
He still has a big chance at taking this dub.
Oh, the deflect shield barely works. It whiffs on the other side. Not enough to kill until the RC.
Let's go, Tatuma.
Staying alive.
She's combos where she uninstalls mid-combo and picks up to reinstall. So will always break the wall. You use the same key grab in and out of install
Oh, this is big.
to change
Wall break
modes.
opportunity.
Oh, her key grab changes her.
Very brutal round start to get hit by Abba. She has so much to work with now.
That did so much help.
Control for Tiger Pop. Ideal spot to be in.
Yeah, double Rekka goes for the fuzzy deflect shield there. Can get uninstall into pressure here into Rekka, into wall break, into uninstall, into key grabber.
Is this a perfect?
And Tiger Pop
Come
just
on,
one hit
Tatuma.
away now. Dashing Don
Oh!
Age. Final game, final round in our loser semis here.
This is a slob.
Only needed a
This is
pixel.
straight slobber
Might as well
knocker.
stay in the jealousy mode and cash that one out. Exactly what he did. Oh my goodness, now just trying to bully with the ads. Finally switches it up to the H at the worst moment.
Let's
for
go,
Tiger
Soul.
Pop.
Let's go, Soul.
That's so much damage.
Whoa!
Clean
Look at the
70 on
damage.
And Tiger Pop, not a lot of work with tension gauge going down because of that. First, I think Smart recognizing that the jealousy needed to come out there, but Tatuma
Oh
with the
my
response.
gosh.
Vortex to
Oh
the
my
wall,
gosh.
Not enough.
Oh
quite
my
yet.
God, breaking the
Jealousy
wall.
dwindling here as well. Tiger Pop.
Dude,
tough
he's about to
decision if
perfect
you
him
uninstall or
back.
not here. Runs in, uninstall.
What the hell was that?
What a block on the dust and gets the punish off of it. This could be the beginning.
Abba jump blocks it. That's a punish.
Oh no.
The chance here.
Is it gonna
Uninstall
happen?
and the wake up.
Let's go, baby.
Gets the job done. Tatuma top.
Oh, the
three
mix
of
up with
bracket,
the handshake.
Eliminating Tiger Pop.
And man, I'm so impressed.
Yeah, key grab is an attack version of her changing modes. There's Sage telling me about install.
As Tiger Pop tried to approach at the end,
She gets behind
We saw
early,
it
it's so
with
hard to
Tiger
get
Pop
anything
versus
started.
Jonathan. A whole lot of 6Ps, stuffing a lot of the bandit revolvers. The Tuma didn't go with that strat often.
Dude, she looks like
He
a very interesting
recognized that
character to
Tiger Pop
play.
was in jealousy, wanted to push their advantage,
Because you have to
stuffed it
constantly
perfectly
know
with the
which
bandit
mode you want to
revolver.
be in. It's not like
Yeah, and that
regular
matchup,
install
obviously,
characters where it's like, okay, I just need my install and then
a
I'm
lot going on,
I'm
and that's the crash
juicing.
screen for Tiger Pop coming off the stage.
This character's like, okay, you wanna.
Here, very impressive.
Where's my
And yeah,
guac?
the matchup is just, it's just so scrappy, right? Like,
Does
it's
that guy have
really
his
just
titties
two
out?
Characters are just throwing each other at each other, trying to kill each other, and it's a scrap. It's fun to watch because of that, and Abba's such an interesting character.
He technically has one of the best defensive moves in the game.
Very tough to pilot at a high level when things
He
go
just
wrong. If you're
it's just
jealous
combined with
and you're
awful
hitting your
niche
opponent,
moves. He does. You can see it
but when you're
jiggle.
not, that's the hard part about the character, and I think Tiger Pop plays that very well.
100%. That's what you need as an ABBA player, right? That's
Bro,
where
the
it
worst
really makes
part
the difference.
is when
Your
someone
defensive style, when
cosplays
you're outside of jealousy, and Tiger Pop
a hot
are the best
man,
in the world at doing
but
that.
they ain't
So,
got the body to be the
amazing
hot
loser
man.
semis. We've arrived at our,
Come
our
on,
top
dude.
three. But before that, I need a breather. I hope everybody at home needs a breather.
I respect
We're
it,
gonna take
though.
one and be back to conclude the ARC World Tour Finals presented by PlayStation Tournaments.
Like, I'm just saying, I would not have the confidence to cosplay as shirtless Akuma. See the man in the mirror you want to be, not the one you are. Yeah, that's, I'm trying to be the one in the mirror, you know? Wait, see the man in the mirror you want to be, not the one you are. Dude, that's deep, man. That's deep. But you can't lie to yourself, too, you know? Are we getting this game? I hate Hunter x Hunter so much. This game was way better than it did before. Rollback netcode! Hunter game is pretty funny. One of the combo trials is a touch of death. You know they had to delay this game to add rollback. It's good that they did. This game is so, it's a Kusoge that is appealing to a very niche crowd. It's appealing to two crowds. The first crowd is the retards that actually enjoy Hunter x Hunter. The second crowd is the actual fighting game players who like Kusoges. So it has to have the bare minimum of what a fighting game, online game in 2025 needs to have. It's so ugly and so broken, but it's funny AF. Specifically the people that like Marvel. They're going for a niche, so... Is it? I thought it was made by, Aiding or whatever. The people that made the Clash of Ninja series. That's all I know them for. They did do Marvel? I didn't know that. Dude, that's crazy. I had no clue. MVC2 and MVC3? Did a different team do Ultimate Marvel? Even though it's technically the same game? Same team? Dude, I've never seen their logo. Does their logo pop up when you boot up MVC3? That's crazy. I never knew that. That's actually insane. But yeah, that game needs to have... It needs to have at least the bare minimum for it to sell decent. So it needs to have the rollback netcode. It needs to have like at least 16 characters. It needs to have a training mode. It needs to have online with decent ranked play. I hope the game just has functional rollback. Dude, it's gonna be Dragon Ball FighterZ rollback. It's gonna be the Dragon Ball FighterZ rollback. Was it the first beta rollback that they had? Where characters were even loading. They did DNF. Dude, DNF. That game. That game was a game of all time. I'm not asking for much here. You'd be surprised. I feel like asking for the bare minimum nowadays is like asking a lot for game devs. Yeah, they just took off. They just gave him a shirt though, man. I miss when he had his titties out. Huh? Why didn't you put the curry away? Are you gonna eat? Am I gonna eat? Did you make rice? I can't believe you. Yeah, I heard Ringe was saying that he tweeted.
だから簡単にちょっとだけリキャップしておくと、もともとワールドツア
Dude, I'm
ー
about to come out
詳
of
しい
this
人は知ってる
already.
と思うんですけど、日本側は開催じゃないんですよ。いつも賞金のことがあるので、日本は日本の法律があるので、鉄拳ワールドツアーってもともと
You can't say ew.
ヨーロッパとかアメリカとか海外が主催なんですね。で、賞金とかに関してはもともとその
No, they're adding Anna.
例えば
Why is this the Anna special?
お金自体
Dude, they misspelled Anna, or they misspelled special? Dude, that was insane. I can't believe they misspelled special.
で我々自身もかなり
Special.
そうそうそう、まあ、
I don't know what this Tekken talk
まあ
is.
そこはしょうがない。どっちかというと大会のポリシーとかではなく、ポリティカルな問題だったりするので、で逆に我々もね、運営できない以上。
I want them for the last Tekken 8 character. It has to be Harada.
ワールド いろんな人が参加できるって
Like, actually hasn't come out yet. Yeah, Tekken does this thing where they announce the character like 4 months before the character comes out. So by the time the character actually comes out, you forget about it.
Starting the top of the morning with Under Night, following it with the Grand Blue Fantasy versus, and now finally at Losers Finals of Guilty Gear Strive. Myself, Ridge, along with Sajam. It's been a great one so far.
Yeah, tons of great matches all day long. I've been watching and enjoying everything, and excited to see the last 2 sets of the tournament that we're going to be having so far in this. And all 3 of these games super fun to watch.
The last 2 sets. Let's get this.
I was just saying to Bonik earlier that Grand Blue's one of my favorite popcorn games. Like, I love watching. I could just sit there and be a spectator in that game. It was super fun to watch this weekend. And just some interesting nail-biting sets in there as we get into our top 3 of this game with 2
young man versus old man.
Legend, the old school vet on
Let's
the
go,
other
old
side
man.
of 35 creeping up there when there's a bunch of 20-year-olds in this bracket who are cooking. So we'll see if he's going to hold it down.
Grand Blue Grands was a 3-0. Under Night Grands was a 3-0. That's rough.
Red, I think he's played great all day, but Ditto has looked kind of.
I hope this isn't an ass wash.
Every single set that we've seen so far.
I mean, he's 15-1 right now, right? It might be an ass washing.
See who his opponent is going to be. Now, both of these players, as Sajam mentioned, have been incredibly impressive, right? Ring had a tremendous showing, an extremely tough group to make it out of assets. They all were, but still, even after that, able to take down winner semis very convincingly. Ran into Ditto and it looked different. Tatuma as well. He's going to have a chance here to bring it back and
Let's
get
go
into the grand finals
Tatuma.
himself. Done a
For all
tremendous
the
job
Soul
with
fans.
adjusting to from opponent.
Right.
The game plan has been very much tailored specifically against the character.
I kind of feel like the cinema would be great. Red Ditto gets the 3-0.
Different level of success with this so far.
And the problem both of them have had all tournament is Ditto, right? So Ditto obviously in groups lost to Red Ditto and is out in losers because of it, and then Rang just lost to Ditto right there after figuring it out. So it's the problem that both of them have run into.
We gotta have Tatuma win here, though.
Which one gets a second chance?
We gotta change the script, man. We gotta make Tatuma go through, and then the rubber match against Red Ditto, and then for him to get 3-0'd, so we can keep up the tradition.
You know, it doesn't really matter when Goldless has pressure on you. Very, very difficult to get anything going against this character. The mid-range is very. This
man loves having water in his mouth.
I think Goldless far slashing.
Every time the camera is on him, he has water in his mouth.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tatuma has really made his top 8 living off maneuvering around that mid-range.
What if he plays like that? That'd actually be nuts.
Punishing them well, and he's gonna have to do that exactly again. And even to a different extent, another level of extent up against Gold Lewis.
Unfortunate that the close out hit airborne there and didn't quite get the scoop backwards, but jump age rising all the way to the corner here.
Yeah, you gotta drink water, man. You gotta stay hydrated.
And again, already showing off, right? That's exactly what we're looking for from
hydration and having good, like, eating good food, like good energy, like bananas and stuff.
And the rising jump age is proven.
I know when Joey would play at Melee events, he would always take bananas with him.
Yeah, just a lot of these interactions so far. Tatuma's been down.
Hey, Big E.
I'll chill on some jump age. I'll chill on some whip punishes.
Yeah, you can eat a banana on stage. I mean, like tournaments in general, like when you're at a tournament. I mean, you could whip out a banana and just go to town.
Yeah, it's just so dangerous to get.
Don't eat a banana, dude. I think you should assert that dominance.
What a tremendous start for Tatuma, and he switched up in the second round, right? Really pushing the advantage. Wild us on again.
I would collect bananas from high school lunch. What would you do with them? Eating a banana? They'll definitely let you eat something. I mean, as long as you don't freaking be a monkey and make a mess out of it. But I feel like I've seen people eat a snack. And people can snort that smelling salt or whatever. I think you're good with your banana. Eat them. I don't know, I thought you would like play with them or something. It's cocaine.
Yeah, I like the combo routing too. Could have got a little bit after that as well.
Get it twisted. What is that? Isn't it like stuff that people snort? Nah, they don't snort it, they just smell it, but... Ethan, do you still like bananas? I don't put respect on bananas, I actually hate bananas, but I know that they are very good for you. I just hate the taste of them, the taste and the texture of them.
correct
ammonia.
on that, but still gets
I
mixed with the
do.
wild
Little
throw.
monkey boy loves
Chance
bananas.
now, front row. Security drones.
I just got the image of you just like scrounging up people's bananas.
Life is melting away so
Racist?
quickly.
Come on, dude.
Slight mishap in the corner there.
You know
Could've been
Freeze is my goat.
maybe even the kill. Honestly, he lets it
Reported.
rip.
Report me, man. I need a vacation.
2K gets punished.
Did not recover at
Is he
all.
busting his ass,
And
man?
Rang,
Tatum.
it really switched up. You noticed that eye roll here on our program, and it really felt
My
like he
record.
could
Did you
easily
eat all 4 and
change
5 of
his
them? That's so
mindset,
many
how he
bananas.
approached the match from there. Really just kind of hit the game early and right. Like I gotta lock in and go forward with this one.
It's a
Yeah,
Thai,
and
Hong
I get
Thai
some player hands up
inhaler.
here, so I got to see it.
You just
When he
smell it,
eye-rolled, you could tell that
then
he
I
was like,
snort it.
okay, all right.
There's a Tekken player, Kokoma.
You saw that in his gameplay.
He's like the one who put that on the map for me.
Very different about how he
I've never seen that before until he started doing it.
Managed to stuff the satellite in time.
What's this supposed to do? Like,
Space on
open
that.
up your
Covering his
sinuses or
whip
whatever?
throw. You already
I'm
know.
about to start taking some before I start streaming.
strings him up again.
Yeah, that's the one.
Nothing
Yeah, dude.
risky
Kokoma, my
far.
goat.
Fafner stringing him up with a 5P afterwards, and Rang just playing very passive, not swinging.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Tatum
Gotta open up your ass.
Style, but man, he was still in range
Not
of
during the
Behemoth. Was expecting the quick one to come out.
Oh my god. So much meter loss. He didn't get wrist gauge cranked because
That was
of it.
one game?
Now
I feel
he's
like
out
I
of
thought that was like 2
resources.
games.
Wrist gauge is cranked. Escape. Oh no, that's a punish.
Bandit revolver.
Bandit bringer right there with no meter.
Bandit bringer.
Oh my, goes low twice in a row. Tatsuma with a chance here. Overhead Behemoth spaced out 2S trade. Love the 2K again, knowing it's such a fast button challenge.
I don't want another man opening up my ass, okay? I'm sorry.
For the punish on the Behemoth. The minigun
He
is
has a
enough.
gun?
Enough.
Rang, huge defensive decisions right there.
Dude, Ethan, every time I hear a Guilty Gear song, I just think about that one time where you got so upset at me playing Guilty Gear music, where you started making fun of it.
With the buff to Behemoth being able to be canceled by security gauge, the 624 Behemoth is a lot better in neutral because of the cancel options off it. What a find there from Tatsuma.
And I smiled to myself.
5K anti-air. It's a relic of the past, honestly, but right there, great job to stuff the cross up.
Did he mess up the? Did he drop the combo?
Chance. Oh, and he gets the back throw. Should be an easy peasy kill here with the 6H afterwards.
Oh, so if you hit him during that, when he has that drone on, does the drone disappear?
Not only stuff the pressure, but also dodge the satellite. Tatsuma holstering
I
it.
apologize. No, it's good, man. It makes me smile
Into the combo, not wanting to give away the
every time I
positive
think
bonus
about
for
it.
free.
Needed out, just keeping his space back, not wanting to deal with the pressure while the drone's out. Love the jab from Rang right there.
Yeah, it's really good for catching those kinds of approaches. And his 5B is huge. It just mostly doesn't work.
Damn,
on
ran up
standing
grab.
characters or crouching characters. So you want to use it as an anti-air option as he gets strung up in the corner here. Going to take the immediate wall break.
Yeah, he's gonna get the positive bonus on his side right now. Too much damage, but still, obviously, this is a good look for Tatsuma, man. It could snowball to a victory, but we gotta wake up overdrive once again.
Man, that kind of commitment is so
Big
scary. While the
soups.
assault hits, Tatsuma on a lot of resources gets mixed by
What
the
is PRC? Purple Roman grab or Roman cancel?
next reset. Cross up
Oh
Behemoth,
my
the
God.
SRC, and that should be the
This
kill.
character
Rang
is nasty.
clawing back in these rounds.
And once again,
They
that
hold you
reward
gently for 1 frame
disparity
and
when
then
it comes
punch
to
you.
playing up against the Gold
Did the
Lewis,
RCs
it feels
burst
like the hits, the amount
combo,
of them
burst
have been
cancel?
even,
I don't
but
even.
Rang
The game has
is
too many
so good at
mechanics.
cashing out, and Gold Lewis is the character. That's what he specializes in. Has managed to just inch forward in this set and take a lead.
Well, he always has something in his mouth.
A ridiculous mix. My goodness,
He
bro.
has like so many opportunities where it could be safe jump, same side cross up, or cross up Behemoth, and then afterwards it's over.
We might get to 3-0 right here.
It's just so much to deal with.
Oh, the clash! Tatsuma tried to do something after, just get stumped by the Behemoth cancel.
That is like an ancient Behemoth technique, the 268 Behemoth in the air to beat 6P. And the clash cancel air DP, both ready for it though.
So, wow,
Is
stuck to
Behemoth what they call the
Tatsuma's ready, but no.
coffin?
Rang is
He
shutting
has a
down all the
gun!
DP attempts.
And pulls up afterwards.
Oh my
Fast
God.
BRC to sneak in the Behemoth Typhoon right there.
The
869.
forbidden ancient
Nicely done.
Behemoth
And
technique.
2K round starter, gonna be a tough one.
Behemoth Typhoon is
Yeah,
the
hard not to
confidence.
make sure Tatsuma blocks correctly and makes
What
it
country
over.
is this in?
Very,
I think this is in
very
LA.
blocked interaction on a DP or something could be the end.
Oh, sick IBFD on the cross.
The
up
player on the
top,
left
and on the
is
they were
Brazilian,
knowledge
though, and the
of
player on the
escape.
right is
On the verge of getting into grand finals here.
Japanese. The Asian guy is Japanese, and then the other guy is
Around losing DP at block.
Oh
And look at the
my
spacing on
God.
that
Oh
double
my.
Behemoth to build the bar.
California's a nice country.
3-0 and Rang gets another try against Red Ditto. in
the
our
script,
grand
man. We had the
Rang
script.
can still in grand finals. Repping hard, beautiful stuff
He
here.
said, I would have got you, but
The
I felt
chance
bad
at
for you.
revenge
Bud.
has been completed. See, Rang really locked in, man. He was, I think, caught at the very beginning of that set, really thirsting to get into grand finals, to get that run back against Red Ditto. Once he
Yeah, the
composed
3-0, I
himself,
was not
buckled
expecting.
down,
All right, now we got to
looked
see
at the
another
opponent
3-0.
in front of him, it was a completely different ball game and really ran away.
Where are you going?
Yeah, and I mean, I love one of the things you see now.
At 11:30 on a Sunday?
Behemoth, and that built him
Astaghfirullah.
that Behemoth cancel on the security gauge. He would have just done Behemoth hard knockdown, and then he could have only got an OTG as an option, which wouldn't have killed. So the change of that security.
He said I would have got you, but I don't want to fight that Ram again.
combo opportunity there that
Bro,
allows
it's 11:30 p.m. She's leaving to her friend's house
Well, what a run our two grand finalists have been on.
on the
Rang
holy
has looked
month.
untouchable besides Red Ditto. Red Ditto, I mean, he
She
is
better know God's
everybody
watching.
on notice, has looked on a different level. He's got to do it again up against what could be his toughest matchup throughout the tournament. It's going to be a real interesting one, bruh. But of course, want to let y'all know before we conclude this tournament, you can vote still for the PlayStation Player of the Day. Both of our grand finalists definitely deserving. So, as well as all of our other competitors.
Yeah.
Another night, Grand Blue Fantasy versus. It's been an
Yeah, it's
amazing day
so.
of fighting games, and we
So
know
I don't
whoever
speak my
wins
language
is
very
more
well.
than deserving.
But I like when my parents talk to me in my language because I understand it, and my dad's primary language is Bengali, so that's why. And my mom, like, she can speak both really well, but yeah, I don't speak it very well, so I always respond in English. That's how I've always been. My sister though, she would speak in Bengali. But for me, I was never very good at speaking it, so
reflect basically immediately. And so
yeah.
Rang probably had that chance to sit down and be like, what am I doing? I just need to do this, and this, and I think I'll be good to go. And we'll see if that same level
Two
of
young
reflection
guns,
is there
man.
for Red Ditto, and he can match that pace.
Yeah, I think that's extremely accurate. Even when we saw Rang up against the Tuma, like the beginning of the game, it really felt like he got caught looking past it. Like he was still thinking about that Red Ditto set. So you know he's thirsting for this.
Yeah, it's kind of rough when like my grandma didn't know. She doesn't know. She didn't know. She didn't know any English. So it was kind of rough when she was around. But this is when I was like way younger though. So like with her, I would always speak Bengali.
The grand finalists on the winner's side in Red Ditto, and obviously Red Ditto has the home crowd advantage as well.
Yeah, he is a force to be reckoned with no matter what. I think not able to travel as much because, you know, he's in college and money is spent on Chipotle as the crowd gets hyped for Red Ditto on the stage. So, you know,
All right, are we gonna see this Rio?
Chipotle and textbooks.
Bro's yawning already. He's like, I'm tired, man.
I hope we get an opportunity next year. If somebody doesn't send him
We
anywhere,
wrap
I'll
this
send him
up.
somewhere.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He'll be the first Chipotle's angel. You know, I put out a tweet about sending some players around, and I was like, if no one
I'm
picks him up,
yawning
he'll be
too.
Chipotle's
Yeah, I'm ready to
angel.
cut
I'm
this
sending him
out.
everywhere to get him qualified for
Cut
next
this
year's
off.
World Tour.
That makes you Mr. Chipotle?
Yeah, that's happening. It's
My
over.
man. I mean, Sage, Mr. Chipotle.
I've had a very busy
Make
day.
sure everything is prim and proper before getting into this grand finals. That means we got the hand warmers, the button
The
tricks, all
official
that.
Grand
Make
Blue
sure
channel
everything
streaming this.
good.
Dude, so bad guy for Grand Blue.
Man, it's been an incredible journey throughout all of the Arc World Tour finals.
They're gonna replace Grand. Whose dads are those? There's a guy cosplaying as Mario,
Already in the books. We
and
got
then
the dap up
his
as
like
well. I
landlord.
think we're gonna get into it here shortly.
Those guys are my favorite characters.
We'll find out if it's gonna land. SoCal, can I hear some noise for grand finals?
Who's forcing Kuma?
Indeed. You know that noise is not only for Strive, but for their favorite son.
Look at that! Look at that Mario.
Grand finals. Let's get it popping.
And patience around
All right, we're hoping for the
Find the
3-0,
footage on that overhead
just to keep
behemoth
the
and knock down early. Red Ditto,
the
this
legacy.
is where he's really thrived. He's not gotten opened up in mid-range.
I haven't seen him. He wasn't there for a bit.
Immediately, but not been opened up in mid-range and then really found
He wasn't there for most of the top 8, honestly.
Look at this man, Rang. Yeah, you can tell he's
Unless
really
I just
trying
like
to figure it out here.
cut him out of my
Which is causing some hesitation, and that's one of the best parts about Red Ditto's game. This feels like he
eyesight.
knows every situation so well. There's no hesitation. There's no second
Dramatic.
guessing.
Was he
There's
there
just
for all 3
in-your-face
games? I couldn't even
action.
remember him.
One round
All right, this
already
is
on the
going
board with the
exactly
perfect.
so far as
with
the
punish
script
for round
intended.
start, and immediately after that, it was all clean gameplay. Even got the burst on block and oh man.
3-0 incoming.
Immediate wall break
Oh
scenario
my god.
already. Red
Is
Ditto
he
all
even
kinds
is his
of
controller
options.
plugged in?
The gameplay has been so clean and effective so far.
Montans is leaving this setup spotless.
Oh.
How clean he's playing, but finally Rain getting a knockdown, and of course the same side.
Behemoth Ancient Forbidden Technique.
Disgusting.
Yeah, there's the burst. Wild Assault in, and I like the RC to keep the advantage here. Super on wake up, and we'll see if it's going to be a side swap into the corner here. The wall break is incoming. Oh my is it
Dude,
enough to kill?
gold licking dicking me down.
Red Ditto just like that.
Is so fat.
An extremely fast super.
When he did the run under, I thought he was still on the other side.
Man, that is
Like,
huge.
still on the
Red
same
Ditto
side.
already off to a game 1 advantage.
A lot of prize money here from first place to travel
Red Ditto
next
getting
year, so we'll have
Red
to see.
Ditto getting a
Red Ditto
quick
can try to clean that up.
sextuple
So good
perfect to
for
take
him
us
so far.
out. That
Not
would
open
be
up in neutral very often by this character either,
unprecedented.
which is very difficult to do. I think he's so scary to deal with in so many different interactions. Blocks it, checks it, use the Wild Assault, jump H, sword toss now the threat here. You got to block out correctly, and Rang dealing with it so far so well, but the mix empty low.
An incredible block right there. And that was actually kind of big for Rain, getting the trade when his first gauge was red like that.
He thought he had the sword back. He was looking for the whip punish, didn't quite have it because it was like a split second too early.
He
Second
can't
sword
do
toss. And
anything.
he has meter for RC mix-up, which makes
Oh, he can do
What
something.
in the
Oh,
confirm
no.
was that?
That was wild. Yeah, Rain with the rising jump D right there. He's starting to put a read on these Red Ditto offensive sequences.
Kara, Rekka. This time he gets the push to the corner. All he cares about is the corner so he can get the sword toss. That's the primary objective here. After both swords are gone, then he has to spend meter or something else to get the pressure. Gonna build the super for the wall here. And super PRC on wake up. Fuzzy jumps out, blocks the overhead correctly, looking for the whip punish. Sword toss mix on this. It's
This is
overhead
looking
this
rough.
time. Double overhead in the low afterwards.
This is kind of
And
rough.
Red Ditto
Where's
looks like
Mario?
he can't be stopped right now. Another round. See the 2S again trying to check if Rain is going to get frisky in the neutral. The 5K is the one that does it, though, as soon as he takes to the sky. The Let's Go Ditto chants also ringing out throughout Shrine Auditorium.
I kind of want the 3-0 just to keep the, you know,
It's tough to see the mix here. He blocks it correctly.
just because the other two games went 3-0.
And there's a beautiful 6P, but out of range, and another one.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that, you know, you always want it competitive.
RC and the
But
rising jump D. It's something he's looking for more and more of in this grand finals.
Oh my god, 6P gets blown up, and that's the kill.
dude, he got it round.
Starts. Gold Lewis just needs a bit of momentum and a coffin, and all of a sudden you're in trouble. 6P anti-air, correct on it. The sword toss, it hits.
Oh no!
Does that sword explode?
Shot.
Trying to take his turn a little bit too early right there. Got clipped by the explosion.
And sword toss to deal with the drone. Yep, he's had that response a few times so far. Rekka, overhead mix this time. Charge does for the confirm. It's gonna be
Maintaining the
an easy wall break,
agenda.
which gives you both swords back.
Oh yeah. Ideal scenario for Red Ditto now. Staying away, doesn't quite get the whip punish on that, but nonetheless, these instant blocks aren't gonna help you. Oh, he gets the cross up into the dust of the explosion. Still combos in the corner, but Ray has a chance here.
Have to see what the guess is going to be. Overhead Behemoth. Overhead again.
Oh.
Gets the wall break on this. Super available as well.
We break the glass in two ways, baby, on the spectacles and the wall. Advantage Ring here, Red Ditto.
Okay.
What are we gonna do with it? Tries the
Okay.
back, gets clipped and
Okay,
gets defeated.
okay. It's not happening.
Now some
baby.
momentum, some confidence able to be built back
I don't know
on
how
his side
swords work
as he
now.
ties up this
They
grand
completely
finals.
changed them.
He didn't
Cross
pull
up
the
tap
trigger on
dust.
the super. That was the big
Gross.
thing to put in his mind, right?
And Gold Lewis Super
If he
gets
done
boosted
those
depending on
knockdowns,
how
he
many
could've killed both. He
360s
could've
you
done it,
hit.
and they would've been
Really?
like, oh, wow, what a challenge the 6P
Does his
offense.
eyeball get
Now Red
more
Ditto
like
think about it.
veiny and
Rang
twitched
shot in
out
his back pocket as well.
depending on how
Yeah,
strong
Ditto
it is?
looks for the whip
That'd be
punish for
sick.
that wall assault, but the last bit of the active frames end up clipping him. Oh, the PRC wants the burst to keep him in the corner.
I thought that close blast was going to be a burst bait for sure, but not quite on time.
Oh, the 2P check on the
Is he, like,
stream with
charging
the
him, but
clash
he's doing it?
cancel. You're
That's
kidding
for
me,
when he
Red
gets
Ditto.
combo into it.
Counter hit
Yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to it now.
Loads them for the
Now you
launcher
said that.
here. Super knockdown, mix time. Strings them up with the sword toss. Trying to bait something out. Nice block on that too. Into the corner. An immediate super confirm again for the hard knockdown.
Loving the recognition right there, knowing the exact distance Mortabato goes. Has got a lot of horizontal spacing to clash. He tried to
Whoa,
let it
what
rock.
the hell?
And beautiful 6P to stuff it. Just a dash up.
Damn, the
RC
drones.
cancel it, but the drone in the way.
Wow, putting a stop to that attempt at the Mortabato.
Wow, this all round star catching the backdash. Didn't want no burst just yet and stuck in the corner with no meter. Jumps out, but back, thrown back to the corner. And it's time to guess here. Drones out, deflect shield. No go on that. That's the jump D
Oh,
over
this
the
looks
far
so
slash.
gross.
So many jump Ds here. Red Ditto's done a great job shutting down the ground.
What a
and
back.
backdash on the Behemoth.
What a backdash.
Beautiful stuff, the rock there, and that strings you up a little bit. Rock again to pull you in. Jump H just out of range.
That rock is new, right? She got that in season 4.
Oh, indeed. A little bit too far for the choice on the Behemoth. I should say too close, honestly.
Yeah, 684 Behemoth has that dead zone.
He also sends more drones than normal, I think. When you see him charging, that's him churning.
First on the table, doesn't commit to it. One more
I didn't know this
hit for
character had
the kill.
360s though.
Still surviving on a pixel here, but the Rock will do what it needs to be done. The final boss, after all. One up here.
Is that a guy in a banana
Air
suit?
dash. Wow, what a mix-up. No wall break, but now you're in such a bad spot. If Rain gets hit here, we'll see the burst pretty quickly, I think. And yeah, just first on block, doesn't want to deal with the sword toss pressure. Throws the sword to try to get rid of the drone, but actually down both swords here.
Yeah, most definitely cornered up. What a 5K placement, though.
Oh, he was throwing that stanky leg out.
In a counter hit, didn't want to see the rest of that.
Pulled the gun out.
Out the machine gun.
Yeah, something Rain hasn't been doing as much, and the awareness is outrageous there.
Legitimately, you saw the way he just kind of buffered and then went with the instant air dash. That's exactly what he was looking for.
I like the adjustments we're seeing from Rain here, though. The mix, the overhead is
Is
landing
it
every
over?
time. Super build for the kill. Not enough.
Oh,
Just barely hanging on here. Rain, he's got 50 tension. He's got full security gauge. Something big can happen, but he's going to have to sacrifice so much meter to FD. And Red Ditto is one match away from being the ARC World Tour Guilty Gear Strive champion.
And so many of these interactions, Rang is doing a really good job adjusting, I think, and calling out more stuff. You know, fishing with that jump D a little bit more, being passive, not getting whip punished as much, which is so much control.
only the diagonal sword explodes.
Bagley and Red Ditto, he's been a little bit more passive himself, being careful about the way he chooses buttons on the ground to not get himself opened up by that jump D as much. Look at that, even taking to the air himself.
Oh, Rock there steals the turn, which is so important when the only one sword's available. This is a wall break immediately. Hard
Oh
knockdown.
my
Rang
God,
does have
what a
super
start.
PRC, but still a rough spot to be. Red Ditto smothering, close slash there, Rock, and there's the super on the rip, and you saw Button the close slash there.
Yeah. Big break.
Drones available as well. Wild Assault available.
Yeah, Red Ditto immediately gonna YRC, so he gets the block afterwards, but he just goes to the sword toss. He clips him. He kills him. Red Ditto, one round away. SoCal.
So that was the baby version, only one drone. I saw it was, he didn't have his bulging eyes.
Should be the wall break here. Immediately does it. That positive bonus is big here. He's going to have 50 tension very quickly for an RC mix-up as well.
And people are thirsty for it. The crowd's thirsty for it. They can feel it.
Security gauge at level 3.
The coffin
I think it's
gets opened
over.
up by the Mortabando.
I think it's over.
All the way to the wall.
Red Ditto.
The wall splat.
I think it's
Out of the
over.
break, takes the meaty rock instead. 5K. Closing all the doors.
Oh,
The overhead hit.
oh.
And Red Ditto, your ARC World Tour 2024 Guilty Gear Strive champion.
Bringing it home in Southern California. You can see the Shrine Auditorium losing their minds as Red
No
Ditto,
pop-off.
clinical, packing it up like it's any
Stoic.
other match. Brother, you're the world champion.
He knew he was gonna
Wrapping
win.
the controller up, and I know that all he's thinking is, I get to go play some set 14 now. This guy is excited for it. Easy peasy.
He didn't even talk to the crowd.
Just another day. For
That's
Red
my goat.
Ditto.
That's my
LCQ
goat.
Qualifier coming in, 3-0ing the group, and then winning with
Full screen
no
overhead,
sets
by the way.
dropped. And he's like, oh, I gotta go back on the
Yeah,
stage.
they're
You
like,
guys
bro,
need me?
you
Oh,
can't
they're like,
just-
dude.
He's like, oh, I'm the champ, my bad.
He
My
left the
fault.
stage
I-
for his
I'm the
opponent.
champ. That's my bad.
My man Red Ditto didn't even give Tempest Rob a nice shot of the celebration, brother.
He don't even
Come
want to
on.
look at the camera.
Beautiful stuff. He's just like, look, mission
He's like,
accomplished,
nope.
job is done.
Forget
This
the
is my
picks,
kid,
man. I gotta go.
Beautiful stuff from Red Ditto, man. This kid is truly special.
Yeah, and
That's what I'm
a
talking about,
very,
man.
very strong
Love to
Guilty
see
Gear
it.
player for many seasons
I
now.
love to see it. I love to see it. Yeah, what did he mean by set 14? That's for team fight tactics? Oh. 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 So this was his side gig. He was playing Guilty Gear on the side so he could save up money for his League TFT skins. He won through LCQ. That's kind of crazy. The LCQ, winning off of LCQ is nutty. You know? You never expect the LCQ to go all the way. right. Person from LCQ from Grand Blue drowned in pools. Yeah, that's what you normally expect. That's what you normally expect, you know?
That also hits me. If you can't.
ガードされても反撃を受けないので非常に
And the
使いやすい
person from LCQ for under night
Also,
finish in
another
top
note
6.
is even
That's
if you do
respectable.
use this,
But
kind
winning?
of blocks,
Red Ditto just winning?
でまあ当然ウィリアムス姉妹おなじみのアパストこれは非常に使いやすくって前を入れることでハンマーチャンスに展開できますして
like her sister, you can go from the uppercut and across.
I like that.
That stance.
That's respectable. You know the people with the freaking the betas that pop off after winning.
こうカウンター取って
You know what is
ローキッ
that?
クでヒート発動みたいなこともできます
True gigas
So,
just
for
straight
people
up
who try to interrupt your,
win, wrap
competition,
up their stuff, and try to
you can
leave
choose
and have to
follow
get
the
called
back,
back because
and fish for counter hits.
the event has to take
で
pictures.
最後まあもう一個、使いやすい技を紹介しますがこの 1RK ですねミストレスヒールっていう技がありまして
Toro was literally crying tears of joy. How much was the prize pool?
1RK、はい
So down back, right kick.
まあこれもハンマーチャンスに行けて
50K?
And you can use that.
Bro just got 50K? That's even more respectable.
でこれがカウンターヒットするとまあ相手が大幅
That's
に
my goal.
状態
50K to dump on TFT.
あ自分が
Dude, it's gonna be like, what was that guy's name that won the first Capcom Cup? Street Fighter 6 Capcom Cup?
If you do catch
And then he
them with a
took
counter,
all his
what
winnings,
is,
never played,
there was a
yeah,
follow-
Uma,
a
never
guaranteed
played
follow-up
SF6 again,
LP.
took all his money and,
なので、まあ
I gave it to his
この技と
favorite- what do they call him?
この技と
So
アパス
Don't
ト
tell me,
high
don't tell me, what's the word?
combination,
What's the word for it? Oh!
cut cross combination.
I forgot what the word
まあ
was.
結構主要な技で
Yeah, I respect it. He wasn't sponsored or anything too.
Are the
I respect it. He was an
usual
unsponsored player. So 100%. You take that, the stress of competition, he's set for life.
この辺も強いポイントですね
And from Heat, from season 2, obviously you can choose to follow
So
your
I respect
opponent
that.
and go into a crouching stance.
I think that's so funny though.
Which gives you
Yes,
mix-up
Street Fighter
options.
6 not having to deal with drive impact,
はい、まあ、以上が、
drive impact, drive rush.
So those are the techniques you'll want to look out in neutral.
で、まあ、ここからまあ2択の紹介をしていきますねまずアンナ、非常に2択が豊富でして
I don't think I want to
立
watch
ち状
this
態
long though.
まずは
I'm just
この
sitting here
アッパーストレー
chatting
トと
till you guys are
先ほど紹
done.
介したこれ 1RK が2択になってます
So for the mix-ups,
Yeah, getting out
there's
before-
lots of them. First,
Getting
you
out before
cut cross, and then the down back.
he
right
got
kick
out
we
before
just talked about.
Rashid. Rashid's a problem. Ed's a
しゃが
problem.
み状態で
Akuma, yeah.
立ち途中右パンチのリフトシ
They're
ョ
all,
ット
every character in that game is
Crouching,
a
we've
problem.
got while standing right punch.
しゃがみ前進中のホールドブレードですねこれが2択の
He was too
Totally.
new.
Which is
What else came
starting
out
from
after
crouching
Journey?
and then down
Oh.
forward and right punch, I believe it is a good mix-up from crouching.
はい、であと横移動
It's kind of funny how they have Capcom Cup like in the middle of the season. You would think that they would have it like at the end of the season.
中段と下段の
At the end of like
From
the
sidestep, you've got both punch buttons
game
in that
season
mid
or
option,
whatever.
and then あとなんだっけ右パンチだっけ下段
右パンチ横移動
right punch while sidestepping for that low option.
この下段ノーマルヒットは
Where's the Elena trailer, dude?
カウンターヒットするとプラス14フレ
When is she supposed to come out? Spring 2025?
カウンターでいく
プラス
Yeah, it's gonna be like April 27th.
So on hit, on normal hit, it's basically zero, plus or minus zero. But if you can count,
I hate that. Just give me the exact dates. I think for Tekken,
なんでもアンナ
I think for Lydia, they said something like that, where it was like winter, or I don't know when she came out, but they said like some season, and it was like the last month of that season. They don't know they don't know the exact date.
この辺の
They're still scrambling to
簡単な
make the characters model.
RP 連打して RPLPRP ってやるとまあ50ダメージが取れますね
So it's pretty easy. You can do most.
She's the last character, right?
Sometimes in the middle of that RP, LP, RP,
Yeah, because it's Bison,
some damage,
Terry,
so,
Mai,
for
and then
beams, it's quite
Elena.
easy.
はい、続いて、まあ
The
新
Under
名
Night
前
DLC is coming in
ハンマー
August,
チャン
and
ス
they're
で
like
すね
70% done.
前と LK で出せる
Yeah, she's last
So
season. How many
Hammer
characters are in the
transfer
Under Night
directly
DLC?
into the stance being,
Or Under Night Season Pass?
input
Is it 4
for
characters
the
as well?
at
3?
the same time.
God damn.
はい、こちらはですね、
That's rough.
ハンマーチャンス
What about for Grand Blue? But the DLC is free. Okay, that's respectable.
発動技が出ます。
From
Also,
Hammer
6
Transfer,
month
there's
gap
left
between
punch, you
characters.
get that,
What was that other
fast
game?
activate,
Melty Blood?
move that's
Didn't Melty Blood have like a year between characters or something? 9 months?
RP、RP だったり、両パンチでこのガードさせても有利な状況を作れる
Same
技が出ま
devs.
す。
Also, if you want to go for damage, transition to stance and then doing the RP, LP, RP gives you some nice damage there. Or there's both punches move in that stance.
I think people have reason to be upset if it's paid DLC, like paid season, and they're taking a long time. I think that's fair. But I think if it's free,
はい、
it's
で
whatever.
さらにまあ
Like,
下段も
you can't really fault
下
them.
段はハンマーチャンス中のLK か LK
It's just the difference of
There's
communities,
also
right?
a left kick option from the hammer chance that's low attack.
Uni, the French, what is it, French bread or whatever? The Melty and Uni scenes, they're probably like,
You
dude,
can also
we're
choose
getting
to
little
go
droplets
from there,
of
goes,
content, we'll take
very
it.
crouching.
ただまあノーマルヒットマイナス3
Aaron the Max controller? No, I don't even know who that is.
いいかもしれないですね。
That said, it is -3 on normal hit, so you might want to look for counters.
Oh my god.
That's your advantage.
はい、以上がまあ2択。
Bro, they don't make a lot of these anymore, especially this color. They're passing around Aaron the Max controller like it's the bread and the wine from the Last Supper. What is the lore of this pad? Bro, what did they do? God damn. That's insane. Straight savages. He demolished his controller after losing in pools and posted a pic on Twitter, and then he left it on the ground and left. Oh, and they were passing it around. That's actually really funny.
新しいそのプレジャータイム。
これ英語何やっけ？
バズ、まあ、この
That's
重
actually
火
really
器ラブ
funny.
とも担ぐモーションを取ります。
There's another stance actually she has if you
So
go
someone
into
picked it
hammer
up and then
chance
it's being
to,
passed
right
around.
punch, right punch.
Are they taken apart? Like,
pleasure time in,
even
Japanese,
I thought
directly in front of
my
him.
headcanon of that was like the
She,
controller,
takes it
they
out,
had the
weapon
controller,
out, lovely Tom, as a
and people were like just breaking it and like taking out parts of it and passing it around. That was my headcanon.
まあ貫通弾が打てて、
You can choose to have a piercing ammo.
LP で、まあ、この炸裂弾って、まあ、相手にデバフ効果を付与す
I
る、
don't like this.
弾が打てます。
Can I just complain about Tekken?
It has a debuff effect.
I don't like
of your opponent.
how Tekken,
これガードでもデバフ
and maybe this is a boomer take, but
ガード
I miss.
Even on block.
I don't like that it's like they have
でまあ
weapons.
こう衰弱状態になると
They've got
キャラクター
like
に
special like
ちょっと
projectiles.
ますよっていうエフェクトだったり
I miss when Yoshi was the only
ハッドですね
freaking dude that had a
キャラク
sword.
ターアイコンにも今衰弱状態ですよ
I don't like Tekken 2, it's okay, I feel that. Go play Virtual Fighter. Dude, I'm waiting for Virtual Fighter
First
6,
time
man.
we've done this in Tekken, but you can see the effect was on the character, kind of a rough.
Dude,
the
our
purple
little
outline.
Virtual Fighter sessions,
And then if you
those
look
are
at the
great.
character
I
icon on the
enjoyed
top
those.
right of the screen, you'll also see this
Dude,
notifies.
Virtual Fighter 6, Tekken 8 is dead,
こ
dude.
の衰弱状態っていう
VF6, once VF6 drops, it's
So what is
over.
it? Okay, let's talk about it.
どんな攻撃
No
を
more stupid ass
ガードしても削り
Clive.
ダメージを受けてしまう、まあ、相手側がですね
Yeah, so, in that state, your opponent will take chip damage.
No more
from,
stupid
any
ass
attack,
old
not
man
just the ones,
with guns and
normally set to
freaking energy
こんな感
swords.
じで相手の体力見てほしいんですけど
Look at the life gauge on the top right.
アンナがヒートでもないのに削りダメージが入っている
So Anna's not in the heat state, but you can see the recoverable gauge.
I'm in the heat state.
はい、でこれどうやって、解除するかっていうのを
I think we're done.
So if you're the opponent, how do you remedy that?
How do you remedy it? You turn it off. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys had a good time. Jam, thanks for hanging out with me.